the end of the workday
Yup.
and you still haven't gotten anything done.
Yo,
This
what's up,
Hello,
bro?
isn't
hello.
just
How
a
are you?
short-term pleasure.
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Good, good. I'm doing good as well. Just give me 1 second. I gotta clear these notes. So it's for
Yeah,
you.
you're all
One
good. You're all good.
second. Sorry, I'm a little late. I was doing Corey. I don't know if you know him, content guy. Uh, but we were running a little late. Uh, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, you're all good, bro.
All right, all right.
I was just watching. I was just finished up my Nats VOD. I was watching little VODs.
Nice, nice. Okay, so let's get into it. So you can share your screen.
All
And then
right.
we'll jump right into. We'll briefly talk, very briefly, before we start.
Okay. There, can you see?
Yes, I can. Okay, so
Perfect.
actually, I can't remember if we talked about it, because it's been quite a while since we last talked. But just
hmm
for the stream, for me as well, because I don't know. What is your current rank, peak rank, and also the role or main role or agents you play?
So, this like my first like last act was the first act I like took it seriously.
Okay, great.
So I went from gold one to ascendant one last act.
Sheesh. Okay,
So
that's a big jump, my
um
friend.
yeah, so ascendant one's my peak right now. This is probably like my peak RR too.
Okay.
I used to like play like duelist, but I don't know. I kind of forced myself on that role. I'm more of a sentinel player. That's just I have more fun playing it like that. So
Yep. Yep. Great.
I've been
Great.
playing Cypher more,
Good.
Viper. So yeah, smokes and sentinel is
Good.
my thing.
You know, when the game came out, I was a Sentinel. I was a Cypher main, Sage main. There was, Vice Killjoy and that stuff when it came out. So
Mm-hmm.
I can help you in terms of the Sentinel concepts. I know I have over probably like 2,000 hours on Cypher. I probably have like more than 1,000, 2,000 hours on Sage as well. So I
That's
can
sick.
definitely really help you on terms of playing the sentinel role. Maybe not specifically the newer agents or stuff like that, but they still
Yeah, yeah.
it all ties together, right? Really, if you just know how to play
Mm-hmm.
sentinel role concepts, then you can play any sentinel agent. Okay,
Yeah.
that's really how it works. Just like duelist, same thing. Okay, so that's great. How much time are you putting into Valorant? Be specific. So daily and then also weekly. Give me an average hour.
I'd say I usually like to play 4 hours a day at least, maybe
Okay.
five, and
Mm-hmm.
then weekends I play more, probably like 8 hours.
8 hours. Okay. So then in a week, it's about probably like give or take 30 hours or more.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
about right.
Good, good. Okay, that's quite a lot. That's probably why you've been improving so much. You're probably
Mm.
focused not only just playing, but you're probably focusing on the right things that got you here
Yeah.
this quickly. Because most people, I'll be very honest, they get stuck. A lot of my students are stuck in silver, bronze, gold for like 3 years, 2 years, five. Some guys have been there for 5 years. Well, name who, but
hmm
that's a problem. This you're focusing on the wrong things, or
Yeah.
not even focusing
I
at
feel like
all. Yep.
for me, I back like 2 or 3 years ago, I used to be like a pro Fortnite player. I have like 10K earnings like that, so I kind of know
Sheesh. Okay.
like how to improve on my like
Right,
weaknesses,
right,
kind
right.
of, or
Right.
like how to like you know,
How to
I
get
don't
to
know
a
how to
high
explain it,
level.
but yeah.
It's pretty much how to get to a high level because those skills transfer over. Doesn't matter what game it is, right? It's all about
hmm
focus on
hmm
improving.
It's the
Both
foundation of it.
right, exactly. It's just the same thing. Doesn't matter what game you go. If you're the top 100 or top whatever, okay, you're gonna learn, or it's gonna be a quicker process for you to do that in another game. Same thing.
Mm.
Okay, so great. Okay, so that's how much you play. Great. And then I'll ask you one question. One more question. What is it you want? Okay, what are your goals from Valorant? Everyone's different,
I
but
mean,
for you specifically.
I feel like the like the popular answer is to go pro, and I feel
Right,
like that's kind of like the end goal for me, just
hmm
because like I was kind of there in the Fortnite like era,
right,
and I don't know, it was just really fun.
right. So off that answer, it seems like you're a very competitive person to me.
hmm
You want to play at high levels only. You have that desire. You have that type of fulfillment that you need to have, which is very good. If you can channel this very well, it's very easy to get to the top. Um, because you need that passion, you need that fire to
hmm
really, you know, have purpose, right? If you just don't give a fuck, you're not gonna really get there, right? But if
Yeah.
you have that competitive fire in you, which I do as well. I've been an athlete my whole life. Not sure if you're an athlete,
hmm
but
Yeah, I played football in
same.
high school.
Me too. Same. Even though I'm in Canada, I know in America it's like
hmm
football is like your guys' thing. But even in Canada here, it was very big. There's a lot of high school rivalries here and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I know I'm Asian. I get that a lot. They're like, "Oh, you play football? Like, what the fuck?" Right? But I've been an athlete my whole life. Stuff like that. But anyways, we'll move on. So that's great. So you're an athlete. You have that type of fire in you, or you know what it takes to not only win individually, as in pancaking
Mhm.
a guy, scoring a touchdown, outrunning
I
the
also
DB.
wrestled too.
Sure, right? You know what it takes to win on a team
Yeah.
level. You know what it takes as a team to sacrifice for each other. Okay, that's I think really important that you have a good grasp on that. So that's that. So go ahead and cue. We'll get right into
Perfect.
it. Um, I usually ask all my students. I know you have probably, but have you watched any VODs before or any streams?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then you kind
I've
of know.
watched a few. Yeah.
Good. Then you kind of know how it'll go. Um, so if the game is really bad, this first game,
Hmm.
we're gonna pivot. I'm probably gonna just watch you 2 to 3 games, and then I'll help you.
Okay.
We'll talk in the game. I don't know if you've
Perfect.
watched like the second session, third session stuff I
Yeah,
upload.
yeah, I've seen
Yeah, so
those.
then
Those
it'll
are
be
cool. Yeah.
more like that.
Okay.
If it's good, like a lot of data stuff like that, it's good.
Hmm.
It's a hard game, stuff I can pick up a lot of stuff. Then we'll just keep it on the first session where, I won't talk to you, and then we will we'll deep dive. We'll go into custom and really run through these things,
Okay.
weaknesses. I write in 5 categories: communication, aim, utility usage, movement positioning, and then game sense movement slash positioning. So that's one, and then game sense slash mental game. So that's five. Obviously, there are
Mhm.
subcategories within these categories, but these are what the main umbrella, if you may will, right? So keep
Mhm.
that in mind. That's how I'll write your general notes, and then I will also write round specific notes. So that way we can dissect in the custom, and obviously I'll try my best to be as detailed specific as I can be. There are times I'm going to miss some stuff, but that's why the VOD is there, because
Okay.
uh,
Perfect. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I require, I shouldn't even say I hope, I require all my students to go through the VOD at the end, like when
Mhm.
it's up, and then review the notes with them, uh, to really see what, not only know what we're talking about, but to understand. Um, what went wrong, what we should, or what went right, what should we do next time, or if it's working, just switch it up a little bit or whatever, maybe. Okay,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Cool.
So it's chamber, nice. Yeah, and don't be nervous. I know you probably won't be. You probably have competed and stuff like that. Sports
Hmm.
really help with that. You don't get jitters and stuff. Um, you get that performance mode, right? You know when it's time to lock the fuck in, stuff like
Hmm.
that. So don't be nervous. Most of my students get to this point, they're just freaking out for the first half. They just cannot shoot straight. So don't be
Yeah. Yeah.
nervous. Stuff like that. Just stay locked in. And also it's not a time for you to show off to me. Okay, I don't want to
Yeah.
see a perfect game, perfect team. You guys going 13-0. That to me is useless. I want to see when
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
game is hard and how do you react to that. Okay, or how do you play? How is your mental? How is your communication? All of that stuff. That's really important to me because that will
Mhm.
show what kind of character you have. Just like in traditional sports too, right?
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not about losing in the moment. It's about how you can come back and win, especially in sports. But yeah, yeah. So that's that. Hopefully they don't dodge this Lotus.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you play a lot of Chamber or Cipher? What do you like to lean towards? What is your
Um.
main Sentinel agent?
Well, I just like I'm talking like probably like the past 3 days is when I like really pivoted just playing like mainly Sentinel and a little
Hmm.
bit of Smokes because I used to play like on my tracker it's mostly Rays. I've been playing
Gotcha.
Rays forever.
What made you
Um.
switch? What was the feeling that made you be like, "Yeah,
I,
I wanna grind Sentinel."
I'm just I'm just more of like a I like to play slower, like a little bit slower paced.
I see. Yeah.
I feel like I got the ability to get like good timings on people. I
Good.
think
Good.
um
Like lurking, taking
yeah,
space,
lurking,
soloing. Okay, good, good. That's
being
good.
able to hold down sights, that
Good,
kind of
good.
stuff.
Great.
I feel like that just kind of fits my like play style.
And then briefly tell me what is the things, oh God, what is the things that are really bothering you? Why did you come to me? What do you feel like is wrong with your game?
I just feel like sometimes like for me, I think my biggest thing is I tend to not like kind of like I don't know the word, but like I don't make the play. Like I think of something,
Right.
but I don't like
Indecisive, he-
yeah, I don't do it.
hesitation, stuff like that. Not applying it, if you may will, as well. You know you should do it, but you don't do it, right? You're not
Yeah,
uh
yeah.
taking the opportunity, as they could say, as
Like
well.
like let's see. I can think of an example. Like yesterday, I like don't know if I should flank, so I'm kind of like
Right, right.
stuck, like
Yep.
thinking too long
Yep. That's
if I
it.
should
Yep.
flank, and by then the timing's done.
That is very common. Okay, don't be like you're bad players. It's very 95.
Mhm.
Even my immortal students have that hesitation. They're like, oh fuck, I should go, but I don't want to go. They're
Yeah, yeah.
indecisive. They're like, oh, it's free, but they get stuck with their movement. I can
Mhm.
see it in their movement. Like they go down and they come back and they go down
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they don't commit. That's the word as well. They don't commit. You gotta
That's it. Yeah,
have your
yeah,
chest
yeah.
up a little bit.
Exactly.
Just fucking commit and just shit on these kids. But yeah, yeah, that's fine. No worries. So that's what you think is the main thing. Anything else?
I mean, obviously, I think my movement's not like Immortal 3 or anything. I think it's probably right
Yep.
where I am.
Okay.
So obviously, I think that could be better. My aim could
Yep.
obviously be better.
Mhm.
Um, I think I'm good. Like my strategies, I can make like pre-round are decent.
Okay.
I'm not like a super talkative guy like in general, so I'm trying to like
Right.
push out my comfort zone a little bit.
Good. Good. Good.
But obviously, I mess up
Yep.
the
Yep.
comms sometimes.
Right. Right.
Um, stuff like that.
Okay. No problem. I'll take a look when you're playing and stuff like that, and we'll go through it.
Mhm,
Even the guy before you is Corey Val. He's a mortal guy. He's a
mhm.
big content guy coming up. He's got like 15K subscribers, but his videos get like 100, 200K views. Uh, you know, people are going crazy that I was doing a coaching session with him. But
Yeah, that's cool.
he
I
had the
think I
same.
think I've watched a few of his
Yeah,
videos.
he has the same problem. He had like if you watch the VOD that I will upload later,
Mhm,
or he had the same thing. The first he played 4 games today. I watched him play 4 games, but yeah, like he had the same issues. He wasn't calling anything out, no info, stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah,
mhm.
don't worry, I'll take a look. Okay, so good luck. I'm not gonna
Perfect.
talk to you. I'll see you after the game. Stay focused, stay locked in, sir, and I'll see you after. Okay,
All right, sounds
good
good.
luck.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. All right, boys, let's get into it.
Yo, what's up, team?
For anyone, this helps. If you alt enter on Valorant, it fixes Kovacs performance. What? Really?
Thank you.
Hi, Parks. I'm here early. Haas, my
Yeah,
man. Why is it
yeah,
so
yeah.
quiet, bro? Hello. You missed the Corey's stream, the content creator guys thing, man. Fuck.
Has to be here.
Yeah, garage.
Yo, Simba, where have you been, man? I haven't seen you in
Good shot.
forever.
Flashing.
Killer lurk mid.
Stuck.
Oh, that's all three.
Molly.
Oh my god, it's so quiet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Omen's dead. 39 tail.
Two on site. Two on site.
Spike planted.
Default.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Good shit, bro.
We'll play.
He rotates from
You're all good. You're
rotates
good.
I
to
forgot that they
B
changed
site.
the-
Stay spawn.
The
It's
regular
2v2 retake.
So
He
flash,
gets
not
a
a molly.
really nice
Yeah.
kill.
That was from a
Chamber,
molly and then I flashed him.
A little overheat. Should wait for heaven guy to drop. Set 2.
Oh man, can
Oh,
you
bro,
play
honestly,
back here? Play
a
off my shirt.
burnout. I might need your help on how to be
I'm
like
unsure of
not
heaven.
burnt out. How are you burnt out?
Thank you.
What are you burnt out from? Playing or D ranking? Which one is it?
Yeah, perfect.
We'll work on that, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
Vegan.
It's the girls,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
Simba. They're distracting you.
I'm gonna give it to him.
Good, bro. Left work early today. How are
Hey,
you?
man, it's clear right now.
They're all in heaven.
He puts strip ramp.
No way, the fucking timing, dude. One garage.
Nice shot.
Spike planted.
Good shit.
That's such a bad timing, dude.
Last player standing.
It's all good.
Yeah, I should have waited a little longer. So I wouldn't have killed the guy that was gunning.
That works.
Oh man, can you hold heaven?
Vegan. Fast, fast, fast.
Stun.
Planning.
Spike planted.
Care hell.
Ow, my arm.
Ali.
55 tail on bomb. In smoke one.
Last player
Ooh,
standing.
this Phoenix is just baiting.
Let's see. All good.
My bad. If I just kill them in the smoke.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'll outshine all their aim.
I think he's got pretty good aim
A gift.
from what I'm seeing. I gotta put him up a bit though. It's a little bit quiet.
A.
Smoke.
Oh, three there. One ramps. Care.
Omen Kevin.
He's running back down. Main.
Spike
120,
down
120.
A.
the
One
way Jet.
enemy remaining.
I like
Nice
him to
guys. Well
hold it
played.
off angle there. So I wrote same setup. It calls A lot coming, like a lot coming. He sees one cross the jet and he immediately swings towards main. We'll like to hold an off angle and also calm that jet has crossed to ramp. Very important.
Thank you, bro.
5. Today I feel pretty good. I think I got a lot of sleep today, so I'm not as tired. But yesterday,
I'm
I
gonna
was-
trip
Some
May.
days
Could
I'm
some of
like
you guys just
dozing
play
off.
Heaven?
But today I got a lot of sleep, so I feel really energetic. Feel good.
Eyes off me.
Your jet, stay ready. When they go up you, it's done all the way. Yeah, might be right there.
They coming. I'm blind.
Done. He's done.
That's
Kevin.
3. Watch out.
Get 80 Tejo, 20 Phoenix.
I'm playing off you, Breach.
135.
One
Omen.
hit.
Chamber main.
Owen's low.
Spike planted.
Chamber dinked.
69
Last
Tejo.
player standing.
146 chamber main.
Team Ace.
Bro.
I hate waiting. Let's do this.
I can buy somebody sheriff or something.
I need a drop.
Your Phoenix, somebody buy sheriff.
I need a drop. That works.
I get mid.
Stunning. Run. You better run.
No way.
He's pretty aware of his
90
minimap.
jet, 90 Tejo, 20 chamber.
Heaven. There's a lot heaven.
I'm holding for you, Breach.
Come on. Chamber, come.
Down
Come
B.
on, right here. On me.
This guy's
Bomb on me.
Ali.
You heard him.
Tejo 1 HP, 1 HP.
You blind or something? Good shot.
Heaven.
Heaven main.
Come on,
Enemy
pick the bomb.
remaining.
Let's go heaven. I got bomb. With a Vando.
Nice. Well played.
See your guy. These guns we use are okay, but I will also bring my own.
Does it pretty well. Not really much there, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm gonna play. I'll play B. I'll play B. Oh man, you should try to peek. Maybe play off Breach's stun if he has it.
In we go. A gift. You want to play? Let's play.
Hey. Smoke heaven. It could be heaven. Chamber hopping.
Killjoy heaven. What up? I'm lagging.
Haven't seen, haven't seen.
He's holding up in me, so I'm not peeking shit.
No way. 120 Omen.
Hopping. Two aim in. Left side. TB
Omen
wait.
bang.
Spike down A.
You're blind. I'm
Can we
blinding.
get bomb?
Flashing.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, we are bomb.
Do they get bomb or no?
He's blinded.
We have. 120 Omen.
I don't know where's the fuck is Omen at.
Could they get bomb or no?
We got bomb.
Okay. Kill the up.
Chamber, go ahead. Omen TV is on somebody. Careful.
Tiny B.
He's alone.
Yeah, Chamber's still main.
Run right to mid. Just go. Run at him.
Ali,
Going alley,
in the smoke.
One enemy remaining.
Nice guys.
Main.
Get off my
Hold him.
Off of me. Bruh.
My ult is ready. They didn't actually think that would work.
I'm just wondering how it took us so long to defeat.
I hate to say it, but
He went all the way around.
So, what's the plan?
I'm gonna play B.
Yo, these notes are thick as fuck. I'm being so detailed right now. Y'all don't even know.
We all 5 have ults. I'm gonna trip male and play heaven.
Yeah, I was right.
Teleport's ready. That's a good spot.
One's mid.
I'm falling. Yo, fall back.
110 jet, 80 tail. They're coming out fast.
Jet in.
In already?
Yeah, they're in. Jet's in at least.
No way, bro. 80 jet.
Bombs down.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Jet hit 80.
Spike planted.
That's my bad. I forgot I had ult.
You're good.
I would've killed all of them.
My bad, too. I whiffed some shit.
Just
I think he's
let it
whiffing a
slide.
little bit.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna trip mid.
He's been at it for like 3 rounds now. But I've killed him first every round, so he hasn't been able to use it.
Yeah, one thing I noticed that I would like him to use his
One of them
TPs
fell guy
more
running at the- they're not
aggressively.
running.
They're a
super
little bit
far.
too passive in my
Hey,
opinion.
hey,
He
smoke
can't
me.
really hold good off angles or kind of be out in the open where it's
Rushing or not?
unexpected.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh my god, bro.
Same setup mid. Oh my neck.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
The jet's already here. Why doesn't he keep going, bro? Why does he run all the way back?
He's got to be ready for that fight.
Here, someone take my gun. I'm gonna peek mid here.
So I'm just gonna play on site. Both of you play heaven, that's fine. Don't worry about screens, I got it. I can on site.
Stand your ground. Joke's over. You're
Then
dead.
let's D, 2 ults. And I have to go.
They're in.
Nice shot.
Shot.
I'm
Yeah,
here with
on
you,
them.
Joe.
You ready? I'm on the shit out of them. Ready?
Wait.
Spike planted.
Close, breach.
Wait, outing. Heaven. My bad, Phoenix.
Lock the sight.
Main.
Main and backside. Backside.
Outside. Careful.
Nice shot.
Yeah, my bad, Phoenix.
Very good.
Oh, was that important?
Trip.
Breach stun isn't too good. I was still at a 1-tap him.
Trip placements are pretty good. I don't really see any problem with them, to be honest.
They need to make breach
think
stun
he's
like
got-
I'm gonna play Vents here.
His aim isn't too bad, but he's whiffed on that jet. He probably should kill that jet, to be honest.
But even Waylay stun sucks.
Slightly unaware when they are going in or not.
That's a good start.
B, I heard if it's at B.
Oh.
He's running out. Jet's out. Dead. That's good. I'm dead alright. I cancel plan.
Spike planted.
I don't know.
Phoenix is mid, okay?
I'm blinded.
Right there.
Last player standing.
Bruh. Grabbed it.
Good comps.
Damn. NT.
Last round in the half.
Spend everything. Don't be cheap.
I'm gonna play B site. So I'm gonna watch mid.
Phoenix, can you buy
That works.
the regen or something? Phoenix?
Who will I spot
There,
first?
I like that. Some go mid.
Get out of my way.
Heaven, stun. Yes, heaven.
How the fuck do they keep going opposite of him?
On B.
Destroyed.
Yeah, it was mid. Oh, sorry. It was... Could be mid, Timber. Okay, could be mid.
Go back here.
Could be up here, Phoenix. They smoked A.
Watch your eyes.
Planning A.
Careful now.
80 jet.
Planted.
80 jet screens.
One gram.
Oh, that's still hits me?
Last player standing.
Ground.
Rams.
80 jet. Ah, NT, bro. Good half though.
Switching sides.
Can we slam A here?
Don't know what hit me. A gift. I need a drop.
Jet, can you dash ramps after the breach stun?
Dude, that's Ram size. Flash fucking Rams.
Let's go.
Dash up to my stun. And then flash for you. Ready? 3, 2, 1 stun.
They're long.
Flashing.
We're stuck. We're mollied.
Flashing. Bro.
Ramps, dropped ramps, dropped ramps.
I don't know what to do.
One
I'm
heaven.
gonna say a slur.
Huh?
30 chamber, heaven.
Yeah. Good to be.
He saw you, he saw you.
Come back.
I
Nice
do.
shot.
Come on.
Come back, come back.
Here.
Chamber is also here.
Gun here. They found my
Flank, flank, flank.
Flank and C screen.
Flank. In alley. He's gonna go.
I'm flashed.
Last player
Ooh.
standing. One enemy remaining.
Screens. Nice. Good shit.
Ramp. They smoke vent side and
Okay, you know
they
the drill.
walk.
Stick to your roles and we'll crush
Chamber sees him.
Can we fake A go mid to B?
He comes back.
They're probably gonna stack or
Kills.
rotate fast. 'Cause
Omen
they're up.
calls to go back.
Yeah, probably.
They get on site. They know chamber
Let's just.
spawn,
Can we
then
breach and jet?
goes off.
Breach, come here. Can you
and
stun for us?
Calls flank as well. A little whiff on Phoenix. Omen
I'll run back and grab the bomb.
is big.
Tail here.
Grabbing her, grabbing her. Walk, 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 walk. Pushing, pushing.
carry it this time.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's just hit A. Hit A. Hit A.
Good J, good J, good J.
It's gonna be late. It's gonna be late.
Was it both? Or both B?
Reloading.
I'm,
So, yo, careful, Rams.
That's such a cooked wall.
Careful, heaven.
Reloading.
That's
I have trip elbow.
Yo,
Care flank. Care flank. Care flank.
They have nothing.
just try to pretty close.
Nothing
You're-
remain.
I'll close range. I'll close.
Cool.
Just like
Maybe
close
Deagle.
angles.
You have a molly
Close
for the
angle.
shit rear.
He smoked main. Could leak out of it. Heaven. Heaven. Heaven.
Stinger up, my stinger. One heaven.
Ready?
One
Drop.
stinger.
Drop. Dropped.
Drop.
One enemy remaining.
Same thing.
Reloading.
Nice guys.
Reloading. Reloading. Woo! We got this.
here.
Who the fuck told them to double drop into hell?
That works.
Can we get somebody to share?
Sheriff? You get
You
sheriff.
got my sheriff here, it's right there.
Front here.
Let me
Here, can someone take bomb? I'm gonna lurk mid. I'm gonna lurk mid.
As I'm writing that, he writes that.
He's gonna flash.
Puts his trip
Good trade.
Yeah, anti.
B main. They go for B main.
Oh, no, 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 wait, I'm ulting. I'm going for a kill because I got it.
Tells his
Daniel side?
team that he is
One
going
heaven at least.
starts
Backside, backside.
walking.
Spike down. B.
I can't miss.
No, you weren't supposed to push with me, I was just hunting.
one more. Both sides. Both there.
They are there, they are there, they are there.
Once you leave it.
The fucking J were backside. I'm flashing.
Last player standing.
I was offside.
Damn. All good.
Snack time. Sorry. Only brought enough for me.
Damn, I thought I said don't follow me, I'm hunting.
Dude, don't stun yet. Wait for a jet to catch up. Break the drum.
Push up. Good. Sending ramp.
You're alone. You're alone. We're mollied. We're mollied.
Bro, hell. Oh, you're
Where-
Molly. Cooked.
Blocking sight.
He didn't grab the gun. On heaven.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot.
Side is clear.
He's heaven player, I think.
Spike.
In spawn. In their spawn.
He thought they're going B.
Nice breach. Well played, bro.
I'll do my job. You do yours.
Got one. Buy one.
I'm gonna use op.
They are so dead. I'm feeling generous.
Let me try to get a pick mid. Can we just default here?
Yeah. Jet,
No, no,
of
I-
course.
I don't think we slow down because we've been picking up the pace on them and they just.
Buy you, Jet, buy you.
That's a good start.
Just default, because they
Buy push
like
it,
the
buy
fast.
push it.
No, they flank us. Yeah, yeah. They push up.
They push.
Watch out for the Tejo drones and the molly.
There's one B main picking me right now, but I'm fucking hiding.
I'll break it.
Beautiful.
Phoenix is B. Phoenix B. He flashed it.
Oh my god.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
Dropping on B. Go 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 B.
Chamber heaven. Chamber heaven. Chamber be heaven.
Stun.
No, losing the
120.
bomb there is terrible.
Spike down B.
Flash out.
I think Omen was good. Actually, spawn now. Heaven.
One alley. Jet,
Both
look
of
for
them.
alley for me. Look alley for me. One alley.
Planted.
120 chamber, 120.
Enemy spotted B.
One enemy remaining.
Alley.
Nice.
I
Well
would
played, boys.
apologize to them, but alas, they are dead.
I'm amped. Let's go. I got things to do.
Pretty good with ult.
Cheers.
I mean, I don't really have anything.
That was
Excuse
I'm
me.
gonna lurk mid. Can you guys make noise A?
Honestly, I don't have anything bad to say really about him. This guy plays pretty good. Usually, there's a lot of cons, but
That's your
Jones
right.
close, I think.
he's pretty good, honestly.
You want to play? Let's play.
Fuck no. It's
I'm not peeking sight.
one. Wait, I heard Omen TV somewhere. Let me
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably left.
It's
for
Ram.
heaven.
It's Ram. Let me fucking stun Rams.
Forever. Clearing out.
Afterthought coming to me. I don't know.
He's not there.
Can you break? Can you break?
I have the
I think
spike.
he's somewhere. Yeah.
They're gonna rotate. I'm gonna start walking B.
They found my
He's
trap.
open, Jay, open. He was in the corner.
Let's go B. Let's go B. Let's go B.
Wow,
There's
this
three
is a
there.
really good call. I like
Go B, go
this.
B. Yeah, yeah.
They start A and
Fucking faggot.
two.
bro.
Oh wow.
Let me go back.
They start A and two die. He calls to go
Last
B.
player
I
standing.
like
Fucking
this
bed.
Spike
play.
down B.
Would still like him to lurk more.
He's not going for the gun.
Embarrassing.
Now he is.
Phoenix B main.
Create or use a timing to kill and cause chaos.
30
Tool.
seconds left.
I think he's Ram.
One bolt. Save.
Don't
Save.
Just save. Just save.
Chamber might try to come kill me.
10 seconds left.
Not chamber, yeah.
How's it going? Oh, sup? I had to do some work. No problem. How's it going? It's pretty good, bro. I have nothing bad to say about this guy. This guy's playing pretty good. He went from gold to ascendant in one act.
Ah, NT.
Oh my
See
God,
if they have
bro.
planned for us this time.
I mean, he's plays pretty well. Honestly, plays better than some of my immortal players.
I can buy one.
Yeah, but he's a Fortnite. He's a competitive Fortnite player before. He's got 10K earnings. He said.
I can buy somebody.
That's that's
I
pretty
can buy
good.
somebody if you want to buy full.
I've got you,
But
bro.
I don't know. He plays quite good.
It might peek B main.
And I'm
Yeah,
kind of
sending.
shocked. There's
Team's
not,
here. Care flash.
I'm trying to think about bad things to say, but there's not too much.
He's close, close. I heard him.
His
He got
movement's just his utility a little bit, probably his TP placement.
We're flashed. I'm flashed. I'm flashed. Nice. Good kill. Good kill.
Backside, backside. Heaven, out heaven, out heaven.
His aim is good.
Down B.
One more heaven. One more heaven.
Tail heaven, tail heaven.
This one heaven. This one heaven. Two. I'm lurking. I'm lurking.
Drone Dally. Tail Jolly.
Tail alley, tail alley, tail alley.
So they go A.
Raptor.
Oh, they go
Enemy
B.
remaining.
Trade out. It's 4v3.
Drop. On side. On side. On side.
Team ace.
Good job, guys.
Once waiting out the missiles, needs to kind of cross over towards back site / hold spawn or
I think we hit B again.
rafters. He's in pillar AFK while his jet plants. That's pretty much. That's, yeah, that was kind of like.
I'm gonna try to get the lurk timing mid again.
They're not gonna expect we're going B again. Hopefully.
Just let me run at him and then someone else play at time.
Yeah. Watch the flash.
I'll beat his flash.
Get out of my way.
Bro, come on,
Spike
bruh.
down B.
His teammates are pretty funny. Sup Moxie, how are you? Oh, he got shit on. Give me 1 second. Let me just. He trips B main, walks up mid. It's too slow / indecisive. He dies.
Last player
spread?
standing.
No, that's wrong. I gotta do this. 1 second. I gotta connect.
Bro,
He's not immortal.
why is that
That's the
shit
student
on?
before. What did Claire say I have to do? Command.
We just default. They push up. They play aggressive. We just need to get our ones.
Let me fix it.
Play all, bro.
Peak.
Cheat on this guy so bad.
Peak ascendant.
Someone get bomb and just throw it like
We should also bring this spike.
lobby or something.
Yeah, he's actually where his thing. Okay, you guys should try it now. Should
He's
work.
fucked up mid.
Student. Yep, Ascendant 1. Current. He's peak Ascendant 1. Currently
Phoenix A.
Ascendant
Phoenix
1.
A.
If you ever need to know how to do it and make it easier. Yeah, no. I was trying to edit it. Cause I didn't know how to change it. My mod usually does it. So yeah, he gave me the.
Let's go
command,
towards
though.
mid, Omen.
Oh, I got it.
1-7. They haven't.
I'll be.
Care off. Yeah.
I'm not sure. He's probably playing games or some shit.
It's all you.
Let's double swing this, Owen.
Gonna
3,
put
2,
this
1.
on movement positioning and game sense. So there's around 21.
Spike is down.
Last player standing. Spike down mid.
I kind of missed this round. I don't know what happened.
I think we go fast here. Let's put some like.
I think we should just blow on B.
Yeah, down. Let's go. Let's go fast, B.
Yeah, just buy a judge.
Full buy.
Does anyone have funds?
Moxie Venom. I figured high diamond 7. Yeah, he's unique. He was gold last act, and he got to send it. He's almost sent it to, which is I told him that's crazy. Like that's a big improvement. There's only been. No, you good, bro. It's not even because of you. Haas LDN. You missed the other Haas. There's both Haas's here tonight.
Down B.
6 times 140.
Moxie, how are your games? How have you been doing? I haven't been. I'm gonna. Oh, I always
shut up.
kind of like.
I'm trying to make a play.
Yeah.
Kind of. Ooh. I'm gonna try to catch up with my students. I will do that probably this week.
Playing safe.
Could be in main.
Set it down, jump away, good.
Heaven, I'm hiding. Go be main right away.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Last player standing.
No way it's gonna get cleared up.
Oh, he makes up.
My bad, bro. I should have killed Red, bro. Fuck.
Empty.
Match point.
It seems these
Pretty
friends
chill. I'm
are
off.
dead.
Games are pretty good. The warm ups helped a
I
lot.
could buy
Good.
one.
Pretty chill. I'm off
Phoenix, let me buy you,
working
bro.
for a few weeks. Mo event is definitely. Well, Mo event for a while it was rough, but I've been doing it in the mornings, even if I don't play that good. Movement.
Let's just push
I was
this.
like,
No,
what?
no, I
Mo
think
event?
I'll
What
stay
is
in main and we can
time
stay
to
here, so-
rest and
No, we
rebuild?
gotta
Yeah.
go fast. Let's
Reval-
play fast. That's what
Revitalize.
Fast,
Yep.
This
Sir
Phoenix
Haas.
Flash out. Careful. Usually do that.
Just wait and then.
I'll
we
play
fast.
anti.
So this is gonna be a big round here.
See that? He's right there.
Oh
He
god.
was full blind too.
Yeah.
You flash this?
Here.
Right side.
Oh, super winnable. 5 turns.
Last player
2-2.
standing. One enemy
I have
remaining.
the spike.
Spike down A.
2-1v1.
Spike planted.
I feel like this guy's spawn already, no?
Trap
Fine,
destroyed.
fine.
Fine. You got this. You got this.
Teleport's gone.
My eyeball. My eyeball.
Looks heaven.
Nice.
Nothing there.
Shot his fucking head off.
Trip goes off automatically.
Doing well. Keep trying. We must keep
Knows
it going.
he's flank. And he
I think we gotta just have two
Just
on
to
both sides,
elbow.
and we just gotta get the guy that pushes up
kills,
and display numbers off that.
wins 1v1. Great. Really good round. Honestly, this guy is like actually really impressing me. I would have moved to elbow as well.
Just drop the ball here, bro. We're gonna get you the orb and then you're good. on
Yeah,
the
let's do it, Jay. Let's
Yeah,
do it. Let's
like
win.
he's
Hold it, hold it.
he's playing pretty well. Like I don't know what really to say.
And then you can just plan after.
Like
Walk, walk,
I'm actually
walk, walk.
lost for words. Most people don't really play
True.
at this level
True.
or like this at least.
He's gonna repeat that.
So-
Be careful mid though.
Okay.
Mid is open. Johnny, fall back. Johnny. Now he see you.
Go W. This
They
guy's
see us.
insane. Huge round here if he gets it.
Johnny,
Yep.
Timber.
Hey Hammy was cooking. Didn't see your message. Did you rank up last night? I haven't been able to play recently.
I'm gonna ult, okay?
Oh, we got
you can
both
all
Hasses here. We got
walk back.
Hass LDN.
Wait, Omen,
and-
you should alt site
and
for
we
info.
got,
See
we
what
got
see who's
drunk boomer Hass. Yeah.
there. And then finish you all off that. So that's round anyway.
So this is a big round. They fake. C B
That's crazy. Bro.
1 2
Omen heaven.
walk down A. Oh,
Bro, he jumped down.
Jet.
Is that Bamba heaven?
No.
One heaven.
One out.
Opping alley.
huge.
Shit heaven.
Looks like overtime, boys
He's off heaven.
and girl.
Both heaven.
I have to play time.
One enemy remaining.
Heaven. Let's go. Move up.
Two. Let's go. Let's go.
Nice,
Let's go.
Comes down to hell. Takes a fight
Switching sides.
with Opera.
Overtime.
He TP's off.
That should be enough.
That's a good trade on Jet on site. Tries
Here, bro, I got
kill Heaven.
Bro, the thing is, they like to fucking push mid and B. Like, they like to go B more than A.
Heaven.
Yeah,
I
sure,
can't
yeah.
spell right now. Heaven. 1v2.
I'm gonna throw my trip mid just so we don't have to worry about it.
Really good
They
round
like
by
to
him.
B and A.
What is
not
that?
Two
me?
good kills.
They like to go B and mid.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys play Heaven, though?
Blah, 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 blah. I'm drunk Haas. You're the boomer drunk Haas, okay?
I'm gonna
That's
trip
good,
this
Haas.
Omen.
Keep it up. Yeah, 1-0
I'm gonna come back to you, Breach.
Haas.
I'm just gonna.
Diamond. Haas. Was. Hoss, you must be diamond before next session, bro. I'm being on top of all my students. No more bullshit.
Mid,
Just
mid,
on
mid, mid.
B with the
What? I was
trip.
in my fucking TP animation.
Up heaven, Phoenix.
He calls it
Yo, whole B together.
4v4. They going B.
Spike down B.
You're dead. Terminus.
He's going
It's
out.
old
I got him. Got him.
I need my
Holy fuck.
default.
Both default.
Spike planted.
See how they play it.
Last player.
Ooh.
Oh, he got under.
A.
Both. Oh, nice try, nice try.
What the fuck?
Switching sides. Match point.
Let's just play picks. I think.
Probably
I'm gonna
would
try to
like
lurk
them
mid this
play
round.
that a little bit differently. Or jump down hell already.
Can you guys make noise, eh?
This is drip mid rare.
At 5 sec, then we generally got a cheater. They got banned after a match. Nice, Moxie. Nice.
Can you get it?
Ban the cheaters. Yes, I'm almost there. Yep, you are almost
Let's fight
there.
mid.
But it's time to be there. That's
They're joining it, B man.
doop.
There. Two. Omen and Phoenix on A.
Reloading.
Wait, the B should be free. One on B at least.
Care B.
It must.
What?
Oh, dang it.
Not looking good, guys.
Shit.
They try going B from A and
Last
Right
player
off.
standing.
He gets 3.
I didn't even see where he died. Fuck. GG.
These guys.
Win.
Okay, give me one second here. Just gonna log in real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, overall, bro, I'm quite impressed. You play very good. Okay, you play
Thank you.
better than some of my Immortal students. I'm not glazing or anything. I'm being very objective. Okay, it's a honest compliment that you play.
Thank you, yeah,
You
thank
play
you.
really well, man. I can tell that you have a level of game sense, which is high level. Okay, because you're accounting for most of the space. Um,
Mhm.
you have a creativity in there as well, where like you're or maybe not creativity, but you know how the enemies are thinking. Like for the example, that one round on A, you're like, let's go B. Round 18,
Mm.
you guys started A, traded out a little bit. It was like 4v4 or whatever. And you're like, let's go B. They're rotating here already. Even though you don't believe that they are there, you're
Mhm.
being proactive. You're like, they're probably running towards this way anyways. So let's go B. Let's outsmart them a little bit, right? So that's something I really admire in your game. Um,
Thank you.
so I told the stream, you'll hear it in the VOD. I was like I don't know. I'm trying to find bad things to say about it, but there's nothing. There's nothing really there because you really shocked me. Just give me one second. Let me just log in real quick, and we'll touch a little bit
Yeah,
more on
you're
these stuff.
good,
But
you're good.
so I'll just briefly touch on it while I'm loading. But there's about a 10% of students that fall in the category where they're all aim, no brain. Oh, sorry. All brain, no aim.
Mhm.
Okay, and then there's 90% of people fall in the category where it's all aim, no brain. Okay, and then
Mhm.
you are actually in the 10% that are okay, I shouldn't say 90, but that's probably like 70%, 60%, the majority. Okay, you are in the smaller percentile as well, where you have a balanced game. Okay, it's very rare. I've only had probably what map were we on the split? Okay, probably where it was only like 3 out of the hundreds of students. I've only had like 100 or so students, but out of them, I've only had maybe 3 or 4 or 5 where they're balanced, where they have good aim, good game sense, but there's something else holding them back, whether it's like map knowledge, tilting, egoing others, whatever it
Mhm.
is. Okay, but yeah, overall, you're in that category when I watch you play. I hope it's not just like a lucky game where you were showcasing both, but from what I saw in this game,
Honestly, from how I felt, I feel like that was kind of a bad game for me, especially at the beginning. I started a
Sure.
little slow.
Yeah, you did start a little bit slow, and that's fine. That's the easy stuff. I had the guy before you, Corey Val. Uh, you know, he's been his content's all about aiming and stuff like that. So he has good aim.
Hmm.
He knows how to develop good aim. But his problem, he was in the 60 to 80 percentile where uh, that's kind of all he focused up until
If you die
Mortal, where he's
today, I
lacking
will
in these
remember
other
you
skills.
forever.
And I
It has
told him,
been
I'm
an
like,
honor.
you did the easy thing first. Let me just share my screen. I told him, you did the easy thing first. The easy thing to develop first. Now we got to work on the hard thing for you, right? Because it would be
Hmm.
different if he had a lot of game sense but no aim. I'd be like, bro, easy. I'm gonna make you a Mortal 3 easy. Okay, it's gonna take 2 to 3
Hmm.
weeks where you just work on your aim every day and
My
work
ult is
on it,
ready.
grind on it, be consistent, have a routine, stuff like that, right? But so he's kind of on the opposite boat. But
Yeah, yeah.
I'm bringing it up so you can kind of have a sense of like where you are as a player. So you actually have done the hard work first, which is great. I was in the same category. I was not in the percentile where I was balanced when the game came out. I was actually in the smaller percentile where I was all aim and no sorry, all brain and no aim. I had no aim. I literally bottom fragged every round, every game. I was always like 10 and 20, but I played my role. I fed
Hmm.
information. I communicated. I made plans. I IGL'd, right? I try to lead them to victory, right? Try hard, keep the team morale up and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's that. So that's something I really admire that you obviously it's from other games that you developed this, right? Fortnite, whatever it
Yeah.
is. And it's the same with me. A little bit about myself before we start. It's like, I was a pro StarCraft 2 B teamer. I wasn't an A teamer. I wasn't the top pro. I was bottom of the barrel pro because I was young. I was 14 when
Hmm.
StarCraft 2 came out. I went to, I don't know if you know MLG, but I used to get sent out to
Yeah.
MLG, 2012 Anaheim,
30
that
seconds
circuit.
left.
That's when I,
Sick.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's a
cool.
long time ago, like more than 15 years ago, but yeah, it's a good experience. But StarCraft's a game where it really requires mini map awareness, game sense, meta gaming. Like he's gonna do this, I'm gonna do this counter. I know he's gonna get
Hmm.
ready for me to counter, so I'm gonna re-counter that. Right? That's really what StarCraft's about. Is the mind game. It's like chess. It's like being multiple steps ahead. So that's kind of where I also tried to pursue going pro in Dota. Dota 2 when I was 21 for 4 years. I was top 500 level. Same things, minimap, game of unknown information, ganking, using space correctly, stuff like that. And then also I tried to go pro in Valorant when I was 26. I always had a dream to go pro because I was pro once,
Yeah.
but I always quit on that dream, which we'll touch later. But yeah, so that's that, and then try to go. I grind. I was really dog shit when this game came out. I was on diamond stuck for a while, no aim, literally no aim. Even though I play Counter Strike,
Hmm.
just never practiced it. And then I pushed for Immortal 3, try to go pro in episode 5, 6, 4. And then I quit because of life. I came back episode 9, Act 3. I was away for 2 years, and then during that time I was away as well. Spectre Divide came out last year in September, and I said, "This is my chance. I've practiced Valorant, I've trained, and I want to go pro. This is it, right?" And then there's 30,000 players out when the game came out. I was top 100. I was networking with all the pros, True, these guys that I met and ranked top 50 players networking, and there was a small community of them as well. So we had a Discord, and then the game just died. It's 300 people playing now. Like
Yeah.
that I didn't quit, but it was just unlucky, right? So maybe that's not my purpose to be go pro, but I'm kind of talking about that because uh, you know, past game experiences really will help you in any game in terms of game sense, because that's really what transfers over from one game to
Yeah.
another. It's not the mechanics, right? Because all games are different mechanics. It's the knowledge, how to get people to move, how to understand how they're moving, pathing, stuff like that. So I can tell you have really solid stuff. So to go off your general notes, we'll go through your general notes very quickly, because I want to get into the round specifics as fast as I can. I have a
Mm.
tendency to keep yapping in these notes, but
It's all
so
good. It's all good.
so we're gonna start with your cons first, okay?
Okay.
I feel like you lied to me. You said your comms are really bad. I don't know if that's because I'm watching you, but your comms are very good. So I had nothing really bad to say, to be honest. Your feeding.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like bad wasn't the right word, but I don't know. Like maybe like inconsistent. Sometimes I don't
Sure.
calm enough. Like I
Sure.
calm when I need to calm, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like the nitpicky stuff.
Right, right, and that's fine. But from what I saw from this game, it was pretty solid in my opinion.
Nice.
You're feeding info well. You're being specific and detailed, and your planning could be better. Maybe that's what
Mhm.
I should have wrote. Your planning needs to be better, and also
Mhm.
maybe identifying what the enemies are doing could be better. But that's a little bit game sense and also communication that ties in
Mhm.
together. Um, but overall, I really had nothing bad to say with your comments. I wanted to try to nitpick it, but it was, you're feeding info, important info. You're actually, I think, in my eyes, the better communicator on your team. You're more aware than them. You're like, guys, let's leave. Hey, go, go, this and that. Your team wasn't saying that too much. Um,
Yeah.
you were doing that a little bit better. So that to me shows that you are, okay, I'll touch on that after. But okay, so that's that for comms. Aim. I honestly think you have really good aim too. Remember what I told you? You're a balanced player in my
Yeah.
eyes. From what I saw, at least one game. Yes, it's one game. I would love to see you play 100
Mhm.
games. Law of large numbers. I want to see your average, right? How you really play. I could get a sense of that. But overall in this game, bro, you had good micro adjustments. Um, it's snappy. It's not like I did. This is the only thing I wrote is that he tends to whiff a bit. Um, there's some fights you were whiffing a little bit, or
Yeah.
it's not instant deletions, but that's easy to get. Okay, I don't really focus on aim too much because that's the easy stuff to really improve on. Um,
Yeah.
I'm more of a mental side type coach. If I were to, tell you my pros and weaknesses of a coach, like, yes, I understand aim and mechanics too, but I really focus on the mental side, our knowledge, you know, being steps ahead, understanding the game in depth, mental fortitude, stuff like that, that I feel like is way more important. And I told all my students this, you should know as well. Okay, even though these are in different categories, game sense slash mental game, movement slash positioning, utility usage, aim, and communication, they all work together in some sense in some rounds. Some rounds you're going to use aim plus your movement positioning plus communication, or utility usage plus your movement positioning plus game sense, whatever it is. They're all combined, whichever way you want to, combo it together. So keep that in mind, and also there are subsection, obviously subcategories within these that I probably not specify in, but this is the main umbrella, and they really work together. Coming off that point is that the four categories, the five categories minus aim, so utility usage, comms, movement positioning, and the game sense slash mental game, that I always tell my students outweigh aim tenfold. Okay, it really, really is more important than aim. And I'll give you an example because there are Radiant players out there that always bottom frag in Radiant lobbies or playing against pros. Um, they always bottom frag, but these other skill sets are so high that they can play at that high level without killing anybody. If you know what I mean. But
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
No, I
that's
get you.
that's that's that to me shows me that aim is not as important, right? So obviously if that guy was in an iron lobby, he would still shit on everybody, still with his aim. But
Mhm.
that shows to me that once you get to a certain level, especially like the low immortal, I like to call it the low high elo, highest in the three, low immortal one, maybe almost up to immortal two. It's the same elo. Um, everyone starts becoming good aimers. Everyone starts understanding how to calm well. Everyone starts to understand how to think on the somewhat same level or try to get ahead of each other in the game. So it's all about creating edge right now. And I know you're not at that level yet, but I feel like, in my opinion, you are actually, and I always tell my students this, okay, ranks doesn't mean nothing. Okay, your
Mhm.
true skill that matters, right? um there are, and I'll give you an example, there are players that are plat in my Discord, or students I've had, where their aim only is at immortal, or immortal 3 level, ascendant 3 level, but there's other things in terms of the brain that's holding them back to that level. They cannot identify certain things. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Their awareness is weak, but their aim is just super solid, right? So um, and it goes the other way as well, where um, there are ascendant 3 players, immortal players, where they don't know, they're fucking clueless. Okay, whether they
Mhm.
got lucky climbing up there, matchmaking was in their favor, they got boosted, they bought an account, whatever it is. It goes both ways. But what I'm trying to say is that your true skill really matters. And when I was thinking about your game while watching you play, I said I I believe, and it's not glaze, this is just me being objective. I believe
Mhm.
that you're actually above your rank, even now. That's probably why you went from gold to ascendant 2, almost ascendant 2 in like one
Yeah.
act. Okay, there's a reason. Because your true skill, your knowledge, your game sense, your experience in other games, your obviously Fortnite's an aiming game too, so your
Hmm.
mechanics to some degree have transferred over. Where if you're a high level there, you're gonna be a high level here. So that's great. Okay, but don't let that smoke go up your ass and be like, oh, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's time to start separating ourselves even further, because I do believe you can be I believe you have a Mortal 3 type brain right now or higher. Um, obviously still the mechanics we gotta get up to. I don't think it's
Absolutely.
Radiant
Yeah.
level. I think it can be a Mortal 3 level or is close to. You're definitely a Mortal type aimer. Um, a Mortal 1, Mortal 2, whatever. You're in that category. But yeah, your brain is the most prized possession, and I'm kind of glad that it's up there. Okay, that way it's gonna be easy for you to understand a lot of things we're talking about, and also all you have to do is improve upon them. Some things I'm going to explain you won't understand, that you will pick up on and be like, whoa, your mind will open up a little bit, hopefully, stuff like that, in terms of the game of Valorant. Okay. Um, but yeah, you're on the right track, my friend. How old are you, by the
Nice.
way?
I just turned 18
Okay, so you
like
also
3 months
have
ago.
time on your side. A lot of my students, some that want to go pro are 24, 20,
Hmm.
22. It's a little late at that point. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and I always tell them, why should a team pick you up versus a 16, 18-year-old that is just as good or better, right? They will always go with the younger ones because they can develop
Yeah.
them. Okay, always the traditional sports. Okay, even if the veteran player is a god type veteran player in the NBA, they don't pick him up because they don't want an old guy. They want a young new kid that can
Hmm.
change the face of their franchise, right? Or gather more hype for their team to make money off of him or whatever the reason is. But that's usually the main reason. So you have that on your side as well. But I have to kick you in the ass a little bit and help you be realistic and say, yes, your goal is to go. You told me you want to go pro. That's an end goal. But be realistic. It's not gonna be easy. There's gonna be a
Of course.
lot of bad days, and stuff like that. And you gotta work really hard. And just because you have time doesn't mean you can just waste it. Really, really,
Absolutely.
really, really settle in now, dig deep now, and really, really start getting to work now. Because the faster
Hmm.
you do that, the better and more consistently you're doing that, the faster you get pro. I don't want you getting pro in 4 years. Okay, let's try to aim for 2 years, 1 year. Where 1 year you should be in tier two at this rate. Okay,
All
in
right.
2 years you should be in at least aiming to try out for tier one teams. Okay, so that's kind of what I'll set for you is that within a year, 1 year from today's time, I want you to
Hmm.
be radiant. Okay, that is your goal. Whether you get there faster or longer, that should be your timeline. Okay, obviously, if you're taking longer than a year at this point, there's something wrong that you need to focus on.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to push my students a little bit more because before I would, they're like, I want to improve, so I help them improve. But then, 2, 3, 4 weeks go by and they're still in the same rank. But now this last week, I've been telling them by the next session you need to be this rank, and that's working. They're actually starting to hit these goals, right? Because it's one thing to kind of give them the recipe. It's another to just kind of kick them in the ass, be like, I expect you to be here, and then they start doing it, right? So and it's working. So I'm gonna do the same with you. I would really want you, what, 1 year radiant minimum. Okay, immortal for you at this rate should be within months, 2 months
Okay.
maximum. You should be like immortal 2, immortal 3. Okay, you're already there. That's what you have to understand as well. You're pretty much ascendant 2. You just get to ascendant 3 and you're immortal 1. Okay, it's not that
Yeah.
many games. You gotta win 10 games in a row and you're Immortal 1. Okay, so I would really like you to focus on reaching to Immortal as fast as possible. Then you start going to the next stone. Immortal 2, I'm here. Little setbacks are gonna happen. This is natural. You've probably experienced it in Fortnite too. You hit a rank, you kind of come down a little bit, you
Oh yeah.
get there, you maintain it, then you could push up, you pull back a little bit because you lose. They're better players. You readjust.
Mm.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I've done that throughout my whole gaming career too. When it's climbing the ladders, so I understand it to full T how it is, especially in StarCraft 2 when I was climbing the top 200. It was not easy. There was a lot of setbacks, but you got to be able to
Mm.
readjust to the new type player, stuff like that. But yeah, let's get to Immortal as fast as we can. Like in a month. I need you to get there in a month. Okay, really
Oh,
dig
I'll be
deep.
there for
Good,
sure.
good. And I like the way you think. Most people be like, "Ah, I don't know." Okay, you're like, I'll be there. I like the way you talk. How we speak is important as well. Okay, if you say you're not gonna be able to do it, you're not gonna be able to do it. If you say you're gonna be there, you will be there. So believe it. Have an overwhelming confidence. Don't have arrogance, but just have some self-belief, which I believe you do. You have a very good competitive edge there in terms of your mental games. Very strong in there. Okay, which I admire a lot. You're probably the only student that's shown me this type of mental in terms of competitiveness. A lot of people have fear, uncertainty, the unknown. They're hesitant. Their language is uncertain. Okay, so that's that. So let's move on. But yeah, I just wanted to lay down some things for you that will help you probably, and have some expectations on what you should be at because I don't want you to be rating in 4 years. Not an excuse. It needs to
Yeah.
be sense of urgency as soon as possible, okay? And so that way you can start going towards your goal as fast as possible, okay? So let's
Mhm.
start with your stuff. Aim, you tend to whiff a little bit. That's all I had to say. Utility usage. Would like him to use TP more aggressively. I'll get in there when the round comes. I don't want to yap, just get stuck on these notes. You're putting great utility, but the TPs are a little bit too passive in my eyes.
Okay.
You need to
Yeah,
put
yeah.
TPs where they let you walk the fuck down and be in open areas and be really unpredictable,
Mm.
or a- angles where they're like, what the? Why is he there? Right, stuff like that. Because
Mhm.
you have good aim, you're gonna be able to delete them and get out. So they're a little bit too passively set up. Your TPs specifically. I think your
Yeah.
TP. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm playing for more like the like angles than like actually pushing up.
Right, right, right.
Like on A, I'm playing
Yeah.
behind the pillar or
You
screens.
always put it elbow. You put your
Yeah.
on A, I wrote it down. You always put it here and then you play front here. Okay, I would like your
Yeah.
trips to be somewhere here and then you walk down
Okay.
and hold these are the hard
Yeah.
fights. Okay, the easy fights are playing on site or
Yeah.
on the off angles when they're coming in. Okay, the hard fights are the main fights. Okay, because when you win these
Mhm.
fights, they get fucking scared. If you keep winning these, they end up stop going there. Okay, so especially if you're doing it solo, they're like, "Whoa, this chamber is just shitting on us," and then they'll expend more resources on you. For example,
Mhm.
you start here, you kill them a lot, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row, okay, and you always keep you up, they're gonna start being like, yo, we need to kill this guy, we cannot let him get away with it. They're gonna start throwing everything at you, or multiple, even
Mhm.
more people, and stuff like that. But I would like you to get used to taking these type of fights, because that's what the
Okay.
pros do. They take the really hard fights and destroy in them. They don't take the easy ones where they kind of let them walk out, run out, and they're just waiting for them. Obviously, these are important too, but
Yeah.
starting the round, I would like you to look for these ones first, the hard ones, whether you die or not. Just try them out. Obviously, you should learn from your mistakes too, but take the hard ones because I think, in my opinion, you're gonna win a lot of these ones. In my opinion, but it's common for noobs to kind of just wait around for them to come in
Yeah.
and then fight them. You gotta
I need to go to
deter.
them.
Yes, you gotta go and grab the kills and also deter them. It's a little bit of a mental dominance thing, telling them you want
Yeah.
to come here, I will shit on you. And then once you keep doing it, it adds fear to them. They're like, holy fuck, dude, who is this guy? Right? And they want to test you by expending everything on you. And that adds
Mhm.
value when they run it down five to kill just you and they're using all the utility to clear you out. Right? So, because they won't have it for sight. It makes it actually more valuable for you to be doing this type of stuff. And I'm not saying just stay out in the open and AFK in this all the time, but there's a time and place that you should be looking to take these fights more,
Mhm.
especially when you are an agent that has the ability to do that, like Chamber, Reyna,
Yeah.
Jet, a
Where
Raze. Okay, yep,
let's say like I take the fights, right? And I win them, but they start dumping util where I play
right,
there.
right.
Where would I switch it
You
up
could
to?
switch it up, or you could kind of bait it out as well as in making sure you're kind of here, or they flash you. You obviously, if you get flashed, you probably have to get off, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But you could switch it up. You can start going
Here.
ramp. You could kind of come back to what you were kind of doing. You can play more of an
Okay.
off angle over here, stuff like that. So
So I just need to make sure I like assert myself there
right,
early,
right, right.
and then I
Early,
can kind of.
and then if you're getting away with it, you keep doing it, right? But and if they, there'll be a moment in time where you keep doing it, keep getting away with it in terms of you killing them. They're not testing you anymore. They will stop, and then then that's up to you to being like, guys, they're not gonna come A. I will hold it down by myself. Go stack mid. Go stack B. whether
Okay.
you do it on B. Okay, because you understand they're not testing you anymore. There will be a time where there's a period where they'll start testing you to see if you'll die or they can kill you. But if you're good enough, they won't be able to test you anymore. They'll be like, fuck that, we're just spending too much on this chamber.
Mhm.
We gotta go somewhere else. And then that's where you readjust and be like, stack mid, stack B. I got solo A by myself, boys. I'm him. Okay, so keep that in mind. We'll go through with the to adjust where later. We'll move
Okay.
on, but yeah, I would like you to take more aggressive lines, in my opinion, with chamber specifically. Okay.
Okay.
But that's that. So that's pretty much all I had bad to say about your utility usage. It's too passive. The TPs, your trip placements are
Mhm.
very good, very solid. Never had a problem with them. Almost all of them. They're too passive because in my opinion, they're really to set you up to kind of come back to sight. Like you feel like they're coming in, and you're giving up this space as well, right? If you play here with the trip
Yeah.
and they come in, and you TP away, you're giving this all up. They can hear you TP off, some whatever the situation. It's all situational. But here,
Here.
there's an added layer where if you kill them or you can't kill them, they still gotta look for you, or you can reposition a
Yeah.
little bit better, and you're maintaining space as well. As in, they're not coming out immediately. They're gonna kind of be a little, I'm not saying super cautious, but they're gonna be cautious. If you're shitting on them, yes, they're gonna take mega caution. They're not probably gonna be comfortable going to you, stuff like that. Okay, so there's a little mental game involved, but um,
Mhm.
overall that's it. Yeah, your TPs were pretty good. You use headhunter well. You use your ult when you had it. You deleted them, so didn't really have a problem with your utility usage. Um, that's that. I think your setups are kind of always the same. The higher level you go, they're gonna catch up on that. Yo, Chamber's always TPing ramp. He's always on site.
Yeah.
You gotta switch it up. Sometimes put it down here, and then sometimes you go up here, and then whatever it is. Because also I can't give you a textbook answer. You gotta really switch it up on how they are adjusting to how you play as well. Obviously, if you put it there and they're never breaking it, it's adding value. You can always hold down. Then you keep doing it. But once they've
Yeah.
caught on, then you've gotta have to switch it on, switch it up. Because obviously at this level they're terrible. People are terrible. They do not catch on quickly. It takes them 6, 7 rounds, but at higher levels, it takes only 1 round, 2 rounds for them to understand how you like to play, tendencies, and also not just how and what they like to do, but frequency. How often are they doing? Is it every round? Is it every 2 rounds? Is it every 5 rounds? Is it once a half? Okay, that's what the higher level players are really good at, is having that mental calculator. Okay, so keep that in mind. We'll move on. The next thing is movement and positioning. This is a defense. I think you play defense side is very strong. But I tell all my students this too. Defense is the easy half. Okay, you sit around
Absolutely.
in corners and wait for these guys to run up, and you gather information. And you see what they're doing, and you retake, you fight for side, whatever it is. You kind of throw them off. They're running it down. You wait for them to run, and then you peek. They're all looking away. You kill them. Right? Defense is super easy. Okay, in that sense. Okay, attack specifically is very hard, objectively, from when I started coaching and I see these and I watch people play and I talk to them. They struggle with attack. They don't know what the fuck to do, stuff like that. I think your attack is all right. It needs tweaking though. Okay, so I wrote, I would like him to lurk more or come mid late,
Mhm.
lurk more. Okay, as I was writing this, you said I want to go. Okay, but it's too timid, like you said. It's indecisive. Okay, remember that round specifically
Yeah.
here on mid, where you walk down. I love the thought process. Okay, I was like, okay, he's got a really good timing, but you're too hesitant. There's a little bit of fear here, uncertainty. You're like,
Yeah, I
and
remember
you're
that. Yeah.
stuck here. You're stuck. And then the guy just peeks and kills you. Okay, you gotta just have your chest up and have confidence. Okay, clear here quick. Okay, clear here quick. Look here, look here. And then start aggressive. Look back always, and then you aggressively start taking space. Okay, aggressively as in continue to W key. Obviously, there's a time and place to slow down too. But
Let's say if I got that pick, I think it was on the Phoenix or somebody. It was on Phoenix or Tejo. But would I keep moving up and take more space, or should I fall
what
back?
was that? Which round was that? Do you know?
I don't remember. It
It,
was the one you were just explaining. Like if I killed the Tejo right there, like
yeah, the
kind
tail.
of where you're standing,
Yeah, yeah.
do I keep aggressing like through
Yeah,
mail?
so at this point you would have to identify the situation, because usually when you kill one here in a 1v1, that means that he's usually the only one here in this space, right? So then you can choose, you can switch it up to go fast, keep running it down, W keying, whatever, or play slow. You just eat up the space he's giving you. He's giving you mid, you control mid now. It is now your home, if you get what I'm trying to say. So
I got you.
you get to kind of, I can't give you a tech. I wish I could give you a textbook answer. Specifically this round, and I can tell you in this round, if you kill this guy, yeah, and they're going B, you probably should start speeding it up. Or if you want to play it patient, they're going in and they don't have the bomb down. All you have to do is kind of just stay here, hold, wait for the A rotations, and then they confirm that they're all heaven, or you hear two, and they're like two spawn, there's four. Then you start looking towards for these fights, stuff like that. Play
Okay.
really patiently, and obviously you tell them to plant for you, right? Because God forbid it becomes a 1v2 scenario. You need a shot at killing the bomb, right? They're not gonna
Yeah.
plant safe if they know there's a mid late lurk. So that's kind of on you to make sure. Be like, plant for me. I'm gonna come late. And obviously communicate as well. But yeah, that's that. Okay, so we'll move on. We'll get there with the round specific some. We'll really break it down.
Okay.
Stuff like that. But I wish I could give you a textbook answer, but I really can't. Valorant is a game where it's super flowy. Okay, it's
Yeah.
very situational. Every kind of scenario is different. Situation is just, it really relies on the information that's happening in the moment or was stored from before the round. Not before the round, but as the round is going, the information you're storing. But yeah, it's hard for me to tell my students exactly what to do all the time, or generally, like, this is boom boom boom, you kill him here, you must go here, boom. Like, it's hard for me to say that stuff. Because it will actually kind of make them worse. Because they'll listen to it, right? They'll be like, "Oh, I have to
Yeah.
kill this guy. I have to run it down." But that's not always the case. Stuff like that. So that's that. Okay, let's move on. So the next thing I wrote is needs to get better at creating timings on attack and take space on defense. I'll ask you, how many times did you lurk on attack?
Maybe like 3 times.
I think it was like close to two. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that it was three.
Okay. No, it
And
was definitely not much.
and I mean lurk as in getting behind the enemy lines. I'm not saying
Yeah.
attempt to lurk. Yes, you attempted to lurk three to four times, but you didn't lurk. I would give you one time, really. This one time was a real attempt to getting behind them, but there was so
Mhm.
much hesitation, whatever it was, fear. But yeah, so it was like around 1 to 2 times. Okay, not enough on attack. It needs to
Absolutely.
be
Yeah.
your default setup needs to be, if they're A, you put your trip here and then you sit mid. Okay, or they go B, you kind of put your trip here and then you sit here. Okay, and
Okay.
obviously they will kind of adjust to that too. They'll know, but still, or you can switch it up. You put the trip where they're gonna go, and then you hold down mid, whatever it is. Okay, because you're doing that, but you can switch it up. But that should be your default kind of thing. I'm not saying
Okay.
every single round, but it should be your number one play in your playbook is to your bread and butter, as they say. You just hold down mid, control it. Again, we'll explain why. I'll get into that when the rounds come. But the next thing is, how many times did you take space on defense? So
So
flanking and lurking are different. Flanking or
yeah.
taking space is a defensive concept, even though they are the same thing. Actions are same, very similar to, they correlate. And I'll explain later why. But for defense, it's a flanking slash taking space effort. Attacking is a lurking effort. Okay, so they're two kind
Mhm.
of different, but still very very similar. So on defense, how many times did you try to flank or take space on defense?
Um. I don't know.
It's like,
I feel like honestly
yeah.
they hit like they 5-man like
Right,
almost
right,
every round.
right. But even then, that should even make you take space even better, because they're
Mhm.
five manning, they're four men together. You need to walk
Yeah.
down mid. I'll tell you right now, I'm from what I remember, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. I could be though. Let me know if I am when you watch the VOD. But I'm pretty sure it was like 0 to 1 time. I'm
Yeah.
leaning
No, I
towards
definitely don't
zero.
remember. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah. I would agree with that.
I'm leaning towards zero, but I'll give you the benefit, probably around 0 to 1. Okay,
I think
so
I just didn't. I played so passive on sites. I didn't really give myself
right,
an
right.
ability, like an
And
option.
that's fine. I'm not saying always walk down, but you need to add
Yeah.
this to your arsenal. You need to add this to your
Absolutely.
playbook, because at the higher levels, okay, they eat space up. I like to use the word eat up as in they take it very aggressively. Okay, they
Yeah.
hear you running off here and the guy's sitting mid, he's gonna come behind you with his knife out. Okay, because he knows that you're running off, stuff like that. So
Okay.
and I'll explain why. Well, I won't touch it now because we'll get sucked into the rabbit hole, but there's a reason why taking space and flanking is important, and also why lurking is important as well. Okay, it's very important that as a sentinel specifically, and for you, I had another sentinel guy is immortal, and it's the same thing. I'm like, most of my students, they're duelists. I can't talk to them about lurking AFK all the time, or
Yeah.
aggressively doing it. That's not their role, right? But you and that guy specifically, he was a collegiate immortal player. Okay, I can talk to you about this. This is my forte, and I told him as well. I prided myself in lurking every round on attack and getting behind enemy lines, whether I created the timing or the timing was there off team contact, and I knifed 3 to 4 people a game. You need to get to that level where you're like a ghost, a ninja. They're like, how the fuck? The enemies are like, how
Yeah.
the fuck is this guy behind me? Okay, because it's reserved for you. This action of lurking or taking space.
Yeah.
Taking space, not so much. It's really taking space can be anyone, but lurking, the action of lurking, is actually reserved for the sentinel and controller. They're both able to do it. It's a shared responsibility. Just how like entering and scaling is a duelist and an initiator's responsibility, right? They go hand in hand, and one or
Yeah.
the other can do it as well. Okay, but that's the same thing with sentinel and control. And I like talking about it in terms of the sentinel way because it's really what you should do on attack. That's your goal is really a defensive role. You hold down
Mhm.
sites, you hold down other parts of the map with your body, 2/3 of a map with you and your trip, whatever. But on attack,
Yeah.
there's not you can't really do that, but you can in a way in terms of like holding down A main and your mid as well. But this thing is really reserved for the sentinel to do it. And if you watch pro play, it's really always the sentinel that are lurking hard, getting behind enemy lines because they're more downtime with them as well. They're just kind of sitting around listening and
Yeah.
looking at the mini map and stuff like that. So I'm glad that I can talk about this stuff with you because it's very, very important as a sentinel player in my eyes. Okay, so let's move on. You did not do that nearly enough. Got to work on the skill. It's not
Absolutely.
genetics. It's a
For
skill.
sure.
It's a mental timing. It's a awareness timing type stuff. Okay, let's move on. Game sense slash mental game. I wrote slightly unaware when they're going in or not. A lot of times you're confirming whether they're in or not. You gotta be the player to understand whether they're in or not, and also use key indicators to know or before they're in that they're gonna go in. For example, you're
Mhm.
on A, they're just you guys are two playing mid, one male, one Vance, and then you're on A solo, and then there's one on site, back site, and then there's like one whatever like heaven, they're playing like two heaven. Okay,
Yeah.
if the guy dies on site, like you're gonna probably have to assume that they're going in. So start leaning, and I'm not saying leave, like fully start booking it, but you're gonna have to be like, okay, fuck, like, and then you like, let's say this guy dies, right, and then they throw a Reyna flasher, that's probably means they're going in, or
Yeah.
there's other easy, those are like harder indicators where there's not too much info, but which you can pick up on and get good at. But there's other easy indicators as well where it's like ults, breach ults, let's go, boom, 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 boom. You see it on the
Yeah.
minimap,
Yeah.
like they're
Yeah.
fucking going
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Okay, there was one session the other day where they did that, so I'm like, yo, they're going in, and they didn't go in, but it's just really rare. They faked it with the ult, so it's I'm not saying it never happens, but it really, really
Mhm.
rare. It's like
The
one out of 100.
majority. Yeah. Yeah.
Majority, there are the indicators that tell ISO ult on site, and your teammate gets picked up from the ult on B. Likely,
Mhm.
they're gonna start entering off that, or
Yeah.
a KO ult, he starts ulting, they're probably going Killjoy ult. Same scenario with Breach. Maybe not Breach, but Killjoy ult is more unique where they will set up fakes with it because to the defenders it's an indicator they're gonna take that site with the Killjoy ult and they'll redirect it. But it's very, very, very rare. Not as common, I should say. Not rare, but very uncommon.
Mhm.
The common thing is that those indicators, even a Visalt. It's very rare they'll fake they'll use a Visalt to fake a site, right? If they do that, good on them. Super well played. But yeah, there are these alt indicators as well, and also just simple utility indicators as well that they're gonna go in or going in. Okay, so keep that in mind, that I want you to be the player to know that. I don't need you to ask
Okay.
that. You need to be aware where you're like, they're going, guys. They're gonna go in. Go lean, and you start running because you're so good at the game and understand how people think or how the enemy
Mhm.
think. Okay, so that's that. The next thing is needs to learn how to anchor more. He's always caught off guard when they are running a fake or the alerts coming back to his site. Okay, so this kind of ties into that as well. You're unsure what is going on, right? So
Yeah.
specifically, I'll bring up this round. You started B with your trip, and then you started running, and then the trip goes off. You're like, oh fuck, and you came back up rafters and killed them. Good job, but
Mhm.
I need you to sit here for a little bit longer. Okay, you should really
Okay.
only rotate when they're telling you they're coming in. Usually the sentinel is usually the one of the last guys to rotate over. Okay, because
For sure.
you're gonna pick up mid as well. Let's say you didn't hear nothing. Your trip's there, beautiful. You come here, and then you're start of the round you're here, right? And then your team's like,
Mhm.
yo, Lotte 3, they're coming up ramp, yo, smoke it. And then they start smoking. They're just doing their little skirmish, a little, going back and forth. No,
Yeah.
maybe they're training out one person each, and then it kind of slows down a little bit. And then obviously the mid guy in vent starts going over, and then the sentinel usually will pick up mid as well. You
Mhm.
can take space off this or hold it down. When they cut noise, it's super sweaty game, close game. Everyone's really quiet, whatever it is. But usually sentinel is usually the first one, the last one, sorry, to really rotate over. Um, because your role is to protect the site solo. They usually will let you know if they need you or to stay. Don't rotate yet, yo. They cut noise. They're rotate. We hear them running up. Whatever it is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You'll probably have seen that a lot where this guy starts anchoring. I'm sure you've done it too, where the anchor starts running off. You're like, don't no no no, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Go back, go back. They haven't come in
Mhm,
yet, and
mhm,
stuff like that,
mhm.
right? So yeah, just keep in mind that you need to protect space more vigilantly. You do it, but it needs to be like your
Yeah. I
number
think
one priority. Yep.
I think in my head, I feel like I need to be like the first one, like on
Right, right.
site helping my teammates,
Yeah, and that's
especially
fine.
since I like used to play Raze,
Right,
and
right.
I think I need to like
Yep.
slow it down for
Yep, yep.
sure.
When you're on Sentinel, slow. In controller, not so much. Controller kind of has to go help too, because
Yeah.
they have kits that help them. Flashes, decays, smokes. They gotta go and get in range to smoke. But Sentinel is different, bro. When I used to play Cypher on B, okay, because remember when the game first came out, there wasn't any other really Sentinel. They played but Cypher and Sage, and then
Yeah.
Killjoy came out, and then they started playing Killjoy. Okay, bro, I would literally, I'm not joking. I'd put my cam up here.
Here.
Okay, set up my trips so that they can't jump over it, and then I would come here, and then even pick up mid sometimes, but I would be here on my cam going back and forth with me, go on my
Mhm.
cam, come back here, and I would literally, and I don't hear anything or we believe they're going A, I'd be like, stack A right now, 4 people, leave it up to me, and I would stay on B. I would, even if they were trading out, I would literally just stay on B, because
Yeah.
I'm protecting important real estate where there's not a lurker and stuff. And I was so good at lurking too that I understood that how important it is to lurk, or when a person is good at lurking, how much chaos it can create. People just start going crazy. Like you're there's chaos in your back lines, right? This guy kills one guy B and he's repositioned. Like everyone's trying to find the lurker. So I understood
Mhm.
that I gotta make sure we're not getting lurked upon because I had that skill. I was able to do it really well. Okay, so I would like you to kind of anchor harder, um,
Yeah,
and then
absolutely, for sure.
ask for confirmation when it is needed. As in, you can look at your stationary. You're here sitting. Okay, there's one guy mid, and there's 3 guys fighting, and what? You can,
Mhm.
if they're not dead, you don't need to go. If they start dying, you need to confirm. Are they in? Are they coming in? Even there are
Mhm.
times where they're dying and they won't go in anymore. They're slowing it down to because they believe that you guys have rotated, leaning towards A now, but they'll rotate B. So that's why it's important to anchor to fully understand what's going on before you go in. And to really change that is to just um, make sure they're in. The keyword is in, as in they're in here. Okay,
Yeah.
they're up heaven. Then you start rotating because that, and I'll explain that later. But body language is important. Their intention, because there's a big difference from them being
Here.
over there from being here.
Here.
Okay, in terms of the
Mhm.
enemy. Okay, here means they're probably gonna go in. There is they're just trying to work it, trying to see if they can get a pick, playing it safe, stuff like that. Okay, so let's move on.
Okay.
Need to anchor more. Let's not get caught off guard or have to come back and be cautious again because he broke your trip. You're not sure where he is.
Mhm.
Omen TP, you're like, you're lost. You're like, oh fuck, you just get scared, right? So stay
Mhm.
here, sit here, reconfirm. Yup, they broke my trip, but nothing's in because it's information. Okay, as
Mhm.
well. That's that. Um,
Okay.
the next thing is needs to get better at creating timings on it. So I wrote this in game sets and movement position because they correlate. It's really involving knowing when and how, and also in terms of movement, not hesitating, and how much I need to speed up, how much I need to slow down. Okay, so it's tied into both. Okay, so that's it. So let's move on to your pros. Not too much pros. I think you had a really good game, so it wasn't really much I can nitpick there, or
Mhm.
kind of like stuff like that. But I was focusing more on your cons really. But Comms, I wrote is detail specific, can feed info pretty well. Okay, we kind of touched on it. Very good traits
Yeah.
to be a high level player. Okay, next thing is aim. I wrote can delete people. Okay, and then it goes off to cons. You kind of tend to whiff, but you can't. You have the potential to being able to delete them all the time. So that's really good.
Mm.
Utility usage, I wrote trip placements are pretty good. I never had anything bad to say with trips. I would just touch on. Remember what I said? Just switch it up here and there. Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty much all I would really say on that. Um, that's it. And I wrote can use this alt well. I only saw you use alt once or twice. I'm pretty sure once or twice, but
Hmm.
when you used it, you're getting multiple kills. So that means your utility is adding value to not only you by getting kills and your score, but also your team by killing the enemy to have man
Hmm.
advantage. Okay, so that's that. Movement positioning. Um, Overall, I think defensive side, you are pretty good with your movement positioning. Um, just need to work on the anchoring and also the
Yeah.
rotating too fast, or knowing. That will tie into game sense as well. But I didn't really have too much bad to say or good to say, but yeah, that's that.
Okay.
Uh, I think your attacking movement position, oh sorry, your defending movement positioning is quite solid. But once you add anchoring and a little bit more knowledge and understanding indicators, you'll be even more of a better player there. Attacking movement positioning needs a lot of work, in my opinion. Uh, Got to learn how to lurk better, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Create timings using team's contact to know how to move enemies around. Okay, it's not them moving around, it's you moving them around with using concepts, you know, team contact, knowing how they think, and I think you do that well. So, and because you showcased that to me in round 18, where you're like, I
Mhm.
think they're probably leaning A. Let's go. So you're trying to get ahead of them by thinking, trying to think how they think. They saw you guys a lot A. You guys trade out. They're like gonna start leaning there, right? Guys, they're A. A lot's A, and then you mind fucking them by going B. So that's good. The next thing is aim, game sense, mental game. He's pretty aware of his minimap. There's so many rounds where they didn't tell you to rotate, but you're going, because they're dying off, stuff like that. You feel like it, whatever it is. So I think you're pretty aware of minimap. But you're pretty good at the macro and micro. I needed to get better where you're accounting for everybody, because the moments where you're asking what's going on shows me you don't know the macro movement of your team or the enemy. So you need to be on B and be able to account for not only ramp, main, and mid, everything. Gotta be able to account for all the space. Okay. um, and then you'll be a much better player. The next thing is overall knows how to lean over pretty well. Okay, as in you like to go and help or try to kind of lean over because nothing's happening. But it needs to be controlled. You gotta know when and
Yeah.
how, and it ties in with your anchoring stuff like that. Oh, sorry, one second. What's going on here? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, I gotta close this. One sec.
You're good.
I got a calendar alert and it won't close. It's bothering me. So weird. Google. Bro. Okay, it's really bothering me. Okay, I'm gonna get through it. Okay, the next thing is he's able to switch up his positioning in terms of site or mid. You're not a sentinel player that only plays one site, which is really good. Um, you switched up from A to B to mid. Really good. Okay, sorry, I really need to close. It's really bothering me right now.
You're all
It's
good.
on the
Yeah.
bottom right and it just won't close. I'm pressing the X and it won't close. Okay, yes, I understand. Oh my god, bro, this is actually tilting me. Oh my god, I have to do the whole session with this. Holy shit. Okay, whatever. I'll get through it. Okay. The next thing. So yeah, that's pretty much all your notes. Let's get into the grungy stuff. Okay. It's
Okay.
gonna be round specific. It's gonna be a little bit scuffed on the VOD. You're gonna see it stick the whole VOD, but whatever. I'll get through it. So round one, he starts on A with trip on ramp. Team tells him they come in B, and he rotates to B site and stays spawn. So you had your trip here. You played on
Mhm.
site with your setup. Okay. Your team told them they're coming in at B on pistol. So you started running out. He rotates to B site and stays in spawn right here. 2v2 retake. Remember this round? He gets a really nice kill on chamber with your headhunter. Boom, deleted. Great kill. And I just wrote a little overheat. Should probably wait for the heaven guy to drop. Okay. There's no need to swing again or stay here. You kill him, come back. Okay, and then wait for him to drop to new box. It's called new box. So that way, whether he goes that way and you come this way, or you guys both come connect and then start swinging together, just wait for him because you killed him,
Okay.
and then
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
standing
remember
out
this.
in the open.
Mhm.
Even though it's not a long time, this stuff adds up. At the higher levels, you just gave him a 1v1 for free.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much. All
yeah.
you had to do was, cross over if you can, or if you want to, or you stay here and hold this. And breach drops. You might try even walk across to get behind him, or whatever it is,
Mhm.
situational. But you killed him, and then you just kind of stood here and died, or slash re-swung. Like,
Yeah.
wait for this guy to drop. He's still heaven. So tell him, yo, 2v1, drop, come down. Let's play together. Whatever it is. Go towards me, new box. I'll go this way. Whatever it is. Usually that's not a good idea, right? Because it's two 1v1s for the other guy.
Yeah.
You want to kind of group up and swing together. One guy get on the bomb, and then one guy just kind of like going back and forth, holding to make sure he doesn't die, stuff like that. That's that. So next thing is... So not too crazy. A little bit. That's why I wrote a little. It's not really an overheat, but it's just you're stationary. Because, and I'll ask you when you
Yeah.
kill
No,
this guy.
I
What?
should have played the 2v1
Right.
with my teammate.
Right. Because you made it a 1v1 by standing there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty much it. Okay. Round two. We'll move on. You understand. So you're a smart guy. So that's it. Round two. He puts strip ramp and puts TP on elbow. Same setup. So he comes front site to look main. Okay. Lot coming B. He rotates to get a good kill. It becomes 1v2. He needs to kill Phoenix. Okay. Oh, I remember this round. So you put your same setup. Okay. I'm trying to just reenact it real quick. Look here.
That works.
Okay. This was here. And then he came front site here like this. Okay. And
Yeah.
then they're like, yo, they're coming B. So he's rotated. Okay. Good. You got a good kill. I can't remember exactly where. Doesn't really matter.
It was on the chamber main from heaven.
Yes, like somewhere here, right? And then
Yeah, right here, right there.
with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Marshall, and then you die to the Phoenix here, where he one tapped you with a really nice shot by him, by the way.
Yeah.
And he just deleted your ass, which was unfortunate because of the 1v2, which shouldn't have been. Your team just started dying. And I wrote, he needs to kill Phoenix or micro adjust his movement, okay? As in, just come across a little bit here, or, fully tuck and have an off angle, or just move around a little bit more, in my opinion. But you need to kill that Phoenix in my eyes. You had a
Yeah.
good chance to. He probably doesn't have armor at all, so even a body shot probably would have killed him. But whatever. He had a really nasty shot. He was ready for you there. That's that. I would also like you to bring your TP. I sure wrote that, but that's a common thing you don't do. You leave the TP. You always pick it up.
I'm too far. I'm too far. I'm too far.
Always pick up your TP when you're rotating across and you believe they're in. Because you'll be... Yes, there's a cooldown, long one, but there will be a moment in time or a scenario where you'll be able to use it and it'll help you win the round. Stuff like that, okay? Don't just leave it there because then it becomes useless, right?
Yeah.
So round 3, some rounds aren't detailed, some are because just the way the rounds went. So round 3, he has same setup on A. So you guys got ecoed, so you guys were saving. So this round wasn't too crazy. He has same setup on A, same setup. Strip there, right here, somewhere over there, whatever. And then I wrote, there's a call fast B. He runs off fast. Nothing really happened. Uneventful. You guys all start dying. Pretty much it. Round 4, same setup, same setup. There, here. Okay. Calls A lot coming. He sees one cross. You saw the jet come towards here, right? And he immediately swings towards main. I would like him to hold an off angle and also calm that jet has crossed the ramps. Okay. Right here, you see him cross. One up ramp. And then don't immediately swing. You immediately swung this, and there's two people staring at you, ready. Okay, you gotta hold an off angle. This is why this TP is here, for you to do these things. You can be like right here. You can be right here. You can be here. Kill him and get the fuck out, right? But you immediately swung. That's a little bit relying on your aim. You wanted to take a fight. You wanted to kill one. Let them come to you. Okay? Fight on your terms. You're fighting on their terms when they hold you. They're holding screens and you run into their crosshair. There's two of them staring. Okay, that's that. And first mistake is you gotta communicate that he's crossed. It's important because then I'm pretty sure they even killed him having near the end. I didn't write it down, but it's important to store
What
the
Jet?
yeah, the jet. He was the last alive.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
he was like ramp or having they killed him.
He
It's not,
rewalked through main,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
It's not
Yeah,
important, but the important
yeah.
part, like where you like who died or who killed him, that's not important. It's just this information will be stored for later on for not only you but the
Okay.
whole team. Jet's ramp. That's how you killed everybody. Last one ramp. You don't even need to see him or hear him. He was on ramp. I know for sure. Let's say
Mhm.
your teammates here as
Mhm.
well, right? You just know he's stuck ramp. He was there. He crossed, right? So it's important to store information for using short-term memory to store for the long-term use later on. Okay. Um,
Okay.
but that's that. Uh, round 5, same setup, same setup. Okay. Here's a
Okay.
lot going mid and B. He rotates. Okay, you rotated and you didn't take your trip. Again, remember, take your trip with you. You can use it later on, especially when the retake is not instant. You guys are waiting around 10-15 seconds. It's gonna be up while you're fighting, stuff like that. And it turns into 1v1. You're still up. You're gonna be able to use it. Okay. 2v3 retake. Dinks chamber right here, if I remember correctly.
Here.
And then dies through smoke. Good comms. Want him to have aggro chamber set up and take space if off that if he hears they are there or not. So that's kind of why I want you to also have an aggressive TP setup, because you'll be in a position where they're like all B and you just immediately start going through main. But if they call
Yeah.
all B from here, like it's probably not the best thing to go that way. It's gonna take a little too long. You're gonna probably the more optimal thing is to go through spawn, right? So
Okay.
yeah, I would probably want you to just have it set up more here, so that way, they tell you it's B split, some mid, some B main. You can kind of jiggle it, see what's up. Okay, nothing, and then you start taking the space, and then tell them your teammates tells you, one mid still, and then you're like, I got him. Wait, don't peek, I got him. And a lot of times it's what I do, and I kill him, and I start going main, and I got a flank, and then they have to, once this guy's dead, they have to make a decision to come back or to commit, and a lot of times they just start committing. So then you have even another timing, right? I got a flank. Stay up. Okay, stuff like that. And a lot of times when I get to this point, their backs are always turned to me because it's so unexpected. Even if they call that you're flanking from sewer, they gotta go and find that info to see if you are committing or not. Yes, they know you're mid, but they gotta figure that out through definitive answers or information, right? So that's that. That's kind of why I like you to set up aggressively, so that way you can
Okay.
play off that as well. But yeah, that's that. We'll move on. Round 6, same setup, It's a bit slower round, nothing really happening, no one's running it down. He starts rotating once they die mid, somebody died mid. They have bomb down, needs to call. Oh, I remember this round. This is that round where you came this way, and then the guy was like, bomb's here, come to me, chamber. Remember, you were trying to go
Oh
small, and he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
come
I
back,
do
come
remember
back, come
this. I
back.
do remember this.
It was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
round. Okay, and then I just wrote, need to just call the bomb down. You guys won the round. Good job. But just need to call that it's down because it's not just for you. Obviously he called it, but I want you to be the one to call it as well. It's
Okay.
down. Bomb is here.
Here.
That way,
Hmm.
even though they don't look at you or look at the minimap, they know where it is to call out. It's B heaven near stairs, guys. Okay, that way, God forbid, you guys all die here and it's a 1v1. He just kind of knows how to play it accordingly, or he'll try his best, at least off the information, stuff like that,
Okay.
and kind of see how, even if it's a 1v1, he can know where that guy will go depending on how much time's left or where the bomb is as well. He has to go and pick it up. He can go through spawn or come back through mail and go A, or go from heaven to B, stuff like that. If there's not enough time, he has to go B. He'll just sit and spawn, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
If there is enough time, then he can play accordingly. So let's move on. The next thing is round 7. Let me just scroll through. This is really bothering me, bro. Bro, like fuck, it's gonna be on the VOD, but whatever. Round 7. Scroll down a little bit. Okay. Puts his trip B main and TP and spawn. They hear a lot A. He needs to take his TP back when he's rotating. Okay, so we'll stop there. So, from what I remember, your
I'm
TP
too
was
far.
like about
I'm too
here.
far.
Oh,
I'm too far.
about-
I'm too far.
so,
I think it was in that left corner.
That's not
this
ready.
one?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. So I remember it being somewhere here. Not a problem. So it was like here, and then your trip, you always placed it pretty much here. That's a pretty good spot. I like it too.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
spot.
I don't mind this spot. Pretty good. I think it's actually pretty good. Probably the most one of the more common ones. Um, so let me just read this. So he fully runs off. They call A. There's going A. So his chip goes down. Your chip was down, as in it went out of range, so it went down.
Mhm.
It's a really lengthy note, so I'm trying to find it. So he runs off. His chip goes down. He could probably anchor B a bit more. He comes
Okay.
back from A, confirms if they have bomb. They trade it out a little bit, and then you're like, "Do they have bomb? Do they have bomb?" They're like, "Yes, we have bomb." They traded out 4v3 into 3v2, and he comes back. So you came. They started cutting noise. So he came back, and he comes back. He should have stayed B main. Omen TPs into spawn, and they know he's holding B main for breach. Yeah. Okay, so now I remember. Kind of were like running around here a little bit. You came back, and then you
Mhm.
came back to A, towards A, and then the Omen TP's here, and then you guys started coming back, and then the breach went up, and then he's like, in the smoke, in the smoke. Remember when he's like, Omen in the
Mhm.
smoke,
Mhm. I
Omen in
remember
the
this.
smoke,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you came out. I'm pretty sure the breach killed him, great, and then you guys came out for a 2v1. The breach gone.
Mhm.
Oh no, it's 3v1 at this point, and then breach got on the bomb, and I wrote. He's holding B main for breach, needs to kill the chamber. So you know how the chamber peeked with his ult and killed the breach?
Yeah.
And he's
I
like, oh
whiffed right
my god,
there.
yeah, you whiffed hard. You gotta delete
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
kid.
I remember
Because
that.
at the higher levels, I think that chamber actually will win this round off of that. Because it's planted for him as well. So
Mhm.
if he kills the breach and you, because he whiffed on you as well, but the higher level, he's not whiffing. You're dead. Okay,
Yeah.
because you whiffed. It's a 1v1 and it's super fucking scuffed. I can't remember who the third guy was up, but especially if he doesn't have a smoke, it's super scuffed. Like he's dead because he's got an op and it's planted for him.
Yeah.
Like it's GG at that point. Usually, generally, it's really tough for this guy to win with no smoke. If it has smokes, probably easy, but no smokes is bro. It's like bruh, you threw there, so you gotta kill him on
Yeah.
the first peak. Delete. You whiffed a little bit more and then kill him here. So that's fine.
Mm.
But your breach died, so it's a little bit of a problem because he's trusting that you have him covered, right? So
Yeah.
that's that. I would just say take your TP back when you rotate to A, and then you're running around a little bit too much. You gotta be for sure. So that's why I would add in. Gotta just anchor B. Stay there. They weren't really in
Mhm.
A, stuff like that. They were in
Okay.
ramp trading out, but and they came back here. If you're ready here, anchored perma, you would have just killed this Omen. The bomb wouldn't even be down. Okay, whether you're
Yeah.
like back
Here.
here hiding, okay, or in spawn, okay, or
Here.
here, whatever it is. Okay, that's that. Let's move on. Uh, so let's move on. Round 8. He starts mid, puts trips on boxes. So I should have wrote where on mid, but I remember you started
It
here.
was right behind that box.
Yeah.
Here.
I'm just saying, like, in
Right
terms
there.
of you started vents or here, you started male. I remember. So you started
Yeah.
male.
Yeah.
You put the trip here. Start of
too
the
far.
I can't remember. Start of the round. I think start of
A
the round is
gift.
probably fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then so puts a trip on boxes, calls one mid, and teammate trades out on B. So you called one mid, you're like one mid, they trade out on B. He calls a lot B. Then you started hearing more, and I wrote would like to communicate that they are in. So they started coming in. You gotta tell your team
Mhm.
they are in. That's the key. Okay,
Okay.
because then they can start running over. There's nothing else to do. They either take space or they run to you. But if you don't tell them they're in, they're gonna straggle around here because they know that there's noise B, but they don't know whether they're fully committing. Is what I'm trying to say, right? Once
Okay.
you say they are in, means there's a commitment from the enemies to take the site, or they are currently taking the site, stuff like that. So that is an important communication piece that you need to add to your game. They're in, guys. You've probably heard that a lot. They're in. They're not in.
Mm.
They are in. At this point, they are in. So tell them they're in. They're in, guys. They're in. Come, come, come. They're taking site. They're planning. Okay, that's how you have to communicate. And I wrote, he kills one, TP's out and whiffs a bit in 1v2. I sure wrote where you killed him. I don't think this is the round where you killed the Omen. Yeah, it's not.
I have the timeline up.
Yeah, so if you could just show me
I
real
killed
quick.
the Tejo. I killed the Tejo from heaven. He was planning default, or default for
Oh,
main. Planning for main. He
yes,
was planning for
yes.
main.
Yes, right here.
Yeah.
Where'd you
Yeah.
kill the second guy?
I
Oh, no, no,
just
oh,
got
no,
one
no. Where
kill.
did you die? I said TP's out. So your TP was in stairs, right? I'm pretty sure. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
and I wrote whiffs a bit in 1v2. I can't remember where you died. Where'd you die?
I died rafters. Right,
Raft.
pretty much in front where you're standing right there. Yeah. I
Okay.
died from the chamber main.
Ah, okay. I don't remember this too specifically, but yeah.
Oh, I think I whiffed on the chamber. I was
Yeah,
looking at
yeah.
him and I whiffed
You
on
probably
him.
whiffed
Yeah,
on. Yeah, that's just a little bit of whiff. It doesn't matter really who, but probably need to kill that guy to give yourself a
yeah.
shot at being 1v1 is really what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we'll move on. Nothing crazy. Just work on the communication. Okay, this was good. One mid, guys. You start hearing them a lot. A lot. B main. They're in. They're about to come in. Like when you feel like they're about to come in, they're throwing smokes down and stuff. They throw smokes down. They're about to come in, and then they start coming. You gotta tell them they're in. They're in. They're on site. On site. Okay, that's really important. We'll move on. Round 9. Same setup mid. They go A. So same setup. You had your TP over there. You put this over here. They go A, and he rotates to spawn and
I
isn't
remember this
ready
one.
for a fight when
Yeah.
we saw 3 on site. So I remember you're like, are they in? And they're like, yeah, they're in, they're in. They're like over here, and you're just not ready for this. You gotta be vigilant here.
Yeah.
Especially when, like I told you, the body language is really important. When they're here, like mid-site, not on the site, but like here is, they're gonna start scaling hard, and especially in this elo, usually I teach my duelist players how to clear the first and second section of any site on any map, okay, and then you work toward the third section, which is spawn. Or areas
Mhm.
leading into spawn, but at this elo, what happens was everyone starts scaling into. Everybody wants to scale into the third section first. Okay, so you have to keep
Mhm.
that in mind in this elo that they're gonna make a spawn play a lot of the time. And I teach all my duelist students. I won't teach you because it's not as important, but you have to understand that these fights here weigh a lot. If they kill you here, you're fucked. If you kill them here, there's momentum for the defenders to start eating
Yeah.
up this space and to start flooding out. Okay, because they expended a body to take this control, and when you kill them, it's gone. Okay, unless they put multiple there. There are times that happens too, but that's that you gotta be ready for these fights at this elo more. Immortal plus it's less. Still do it. But that they do it after they've cleared all of site and make sure it's free and then they go. Okay? But at this level they don't even go site. They just go straight to spawn and they let their sage go clear the site, stuff like that. So you gotta be having that at the back of your mind in this elo. It's a little bit of adjustment for this elo. Okay, so just be ready here mentally. Just once you're here, just take out your gun, just play it really slow. Start walking up, stuff like that. Just get ready. Okay, just keep your crosshair here because they will peek, especially when they have sight like that. Okay,
Mhm.
nothing too crazy there. You just weren't ready. You just got out here and you just died. Um, but yeah, just gotta be ready. That's pretty much it. Round 10 starts on mid. Same setup. Same setup. TP here. Trip over here.
Mhm.
They tail alt to entry into B. He peeks out heaven smoke and gets omen and gets omen TP's off. You got the omen. Remember you walked out here
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
killed the omen. I can't remember where. And then you TP'd out. It doesn't really matter. It's not really about that. He peeks out. Heaven smoke gets omen. TP's off. Smoke dissipates. This is where it gets. Oh, I remember. You were actually ulted here
Mhm.
as well. Your chamber ulted, from what I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Okay. And then the smoke dissipates. You came over here. Okay. After you walked from your TP and you whiffed so hard on this guy. Remember the jet was just standing
Yeah.
here looking at you like this, and you got the shot off, which is great, but it was whiff. It was a little bit of a panic shot. It was
Mhm.
really unexpected, right?
No, he
So
scared me.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't lie.
me too. I was like, holy, why is a jet there? Okay, but what you could probably do is kind of just stay stairs and just hold this
Mhm.
angle, or even like this. Or let's say you did cross over and you believe nobody's there or it's clear, you probably should hold the smoke. Just wait for it to dissipate, then start looking, because it looked like you were just gonna get ready to fight, and that's kind of why you died. You got to
Yeah.
be a little bit more vigilant because rounds are hectic. It's hard to hear everything. If you get really good, yeah, you can, but like even to me, it was unexpected that this guy was. I was like, how the hell did he must have updrafted from over there, right? And just
Yeah.
you went out and killed him, and there's just so much shit going on. It's hard to kind of know that he walked up like that. So just what I do is usually just wait out the smoke. If you're waiting out the smoke, don't wait in the smoke because you're gonna die.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, yeah.
just kind of wait it out just in case. Okay, from there or from
Here.
over here, just wait it out. You just sit here like this so that they can't kill you from under. You just wait it out, wait out the smoke. Okay, and then you start moving once it's clear or you've killed them there, stuff like that. That's that. Nothing crazy. Okay, round 11. I think more of your thick notes are probably gonna attack, to be honest, because I think defensive
Mhm.
side was quite good. Round 11 starts vent side mid, so he finally started on the vent side. He puts trip down. He's kind of out in the open. So you put your trip here. Kind of out in the open.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of vents right
Here.
here, and dies to Phoenix. He calls it out. That could be there. Calls it out. That could be. I don't know what that meant, but you were just out in the open. This is just being stationary.
Yeah.
Just you know, not playing too safe, and also not using your terrain around you effectively. All you have to do is really like be like this, or try to just stand around this side, trip it,
That
and then you
works.
just come play off your trip. Just hold it like this, and then just in case you TPs across whatever, and then um, once it activates, you start swinging. If you believe it's one. If it's multiple, you're
Yeah.
probably not gonna swing into multiple people, right? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Unless you have your TP set up, and you have good aim, which you can utilize. Different story. But in this scenario, probably just put your trip down and then just play safe, play off the trip. Tell them I got mid, nothing here, I don't hear anything, whatever the case is. Okay. But you were just kind of put your trip and you're backing up, and the guy just peeked you and you died.
Hmm.
Stuff like that. It's just a little more efficiency. Movement. We gotta wrinkle out. That's it. Round 12 tells his team that he wants to play on B site. Somebody go mid. So finally, you switched it up. I think it's a little bit too late to switch up on B. But I like that you're willing to play on any site. You don't know how many players I've played with in ranked. We're like, go A. We need you there. He's like, no, I'm a B player, Sentinel. I'm like, bruh, like, we need you on A, bro. Like, what the? And they're like really adamant. Like, they're very egoish.
No, yeah.
They don't want to
Honestly,
go.
that's why I kind of like not like the main reason I switched to Sentinel, but I've come across so many like just
Right.
like bad Sentinel players.
Yeah. They
They're just
like they're a half Sentinel. Like if you can only play one site on
Yeah.
Sentinel, like one site only, you're like a half Sentinel. You're not even a Sentinel in my eyes, because anybody can do that, right? But
Yeah.
like practice one site and play one site. But a Sentinel needs to learn the whole map. Needs to learn how to hold down the whole map. Okay, and yeah, it's just very silly when I see that. And usually the whole team starts clowning the one guy. Everyone starts shitting on him, like, yo, bro, like you're not gonna help us out, whatever it may be. But yeah, I just find that very silly. But I like that you're willing to do that without anyone telling you. So that's a bonus. I would like you to maybe switch it up earlier, and more often. Not just start A 3 rounds in a row and then go mid 3 rounds in a row and then B. Um,
Mhm.
Start A, go B, go mid, like round to round. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Really switch it up. Unless it's really working. There's gonna be times where you do a setup and it's working. You don't really need to change it if it's working, right? Once
Mhm.
they've adjusted to the setup and you guys start losing, okay, now you're gonna probably have to switch up the whole setup, not just your setup, but the team setup. Okay, you guys go over here. One guy, two on mid now. I'm gonna solo all B, whatever it is. You gotta be that guy
Mhm.
to identify what's going on, because really the setups are off the Sentinel anyway. So
Yeah.
you gotta kind of do that in my eyes. I think that's really on the Sentinel in my eyes. Okay, that's that. Wait, yeah, this thing's so annoying. Okay, it's telling me I have a student coming up next. Like I know. Okay, and I can't press X or close or press snooze. It's bugged right now. I gotta restart my computer, so I'm tilting. Okay, but the next thing is a Google calendar alert. But I even closed Google Chrome. It won't go away. What the fuck? Okay, so next thing is tells his teammate that he wants to play on B side. Somebody go mid. He starts on B. They hear some noise or contact on A, which is very strange to me at this point. I'm like, how are they always going opposite to you? They never came to you.
Yeah.
It was really strange in my eyes. I was like, what the fuck? Like every time you rotate, they go where you want to go, or like it's just really strange to me. But he contact on A. He rotates and trip. Rotates and trip goes off. So this is that round we were talking about. You're rotating. There's contact. They're like, what's going on? They're like, oh, some A came in, and then the trip went off. So they're like, oh fuck, yo, 1B main, 1B main.
Yeah.
Okay, great by you. But obviously, again, we learned, gotta sit there so you kill them easier, because there are gonna be times where they timing you off this part where they come across. For some reason, he wasn't out. He should have been out. Higher level players, he would have been out already, wrapping you or
Yeah.
whatever, eating up space, whatever it is, clearing the site. But you killed him here, great. Guess he was just waiting out the slow. But most good players, if they feel like you're not there, they're just gonna walk out that slow and get ready for fights.
Yeah.
But you killed him here, great job. Come back Raptors and then kills the guy B main. You came back here and killed him. Calls there smoking A. Your team told you, or you called it, that they're smoking A, and he comes spawn and is ready for a fight but loses. You're like, remember you're telling the breach, you're like, get ready for a fight here, bro.
Yeah.
and then you lost the fight though. So that was better that you're ready for that.
I'm pretty sure the jet just jumped out with
Yeah,
knives.
yeah,
Am I across
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
place I was
That is
wrong?
that right. You just got shitted on pretty much, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Happens to everyone. Happens to me too. So, but at least you're ready for it this time. Before you're like
Mm.
didn't even say anything or like mentally ready. Now you're like, be ready, bro, because they've shown you one time they like to push
Yeah.
that aggressively. We gotta store that for later use, as in it's gonna happen again. Humans are a creature of habit. If they like to do things and it works for them, they'll keep doing it. So that's why it's important to understand tendencies and not only what and how they like to do it, but also the frequency, as in how often, or that calculator in your head where you can kind of calculate that stuff. Okay, that's
Okay.
those two are really important in terms of Valorant. Okay, um, because it's information, right? If this guy's solo lurking down mid every round, are we gonna just leave mid open? No, we're just gonna. Somebody's gonna sit here for this guy, and wait for him, right? It just makes sense. That's how you correct his tendencies. Uh, just that's how we adjust, right? Overall,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Okay, so let's move on. We're on attack now. Round 13. So these notes get a little bit more thick, so just stick with me a little bit. They plan to stun Heaven and dash play. Remember you guys called a play to stun ramp and dash
Yeah.
up? I'm pretty sure you were actually a part of that, so that was good. Making plans, great job. But it kind of did not work out. So they trade out. It's 2v4. He died. Somebody else died main. And then the Omen and you were
Mm.
left. Even the Breach died somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. It doesn't matter. But they kill one on site. So it's 2v4. You guys were like, what should we do? What the fuck? And then you're like, okay, you know what? Okay, let's put our chest up a little bit and try to see what's going on. Maybe, you guys cut noise, which was good as well. You guys kill one on site. I'm pretty sure it was you. You killed one somewhere here. It was a tail.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
walk
Yeah.
up ramp. You guys walked up ramp. You guys cut noise. Like it. Because if you guys just immediately go there, they're going to start peeking from heaven.
Yeah.
So that was good. And I don't know if Omen had smoke. So that was good. You walked up together. He smoked
Here.
this vent side, which was a
Here.
bad smoke, because they could see the corner here from there,
Mhm.
which they did. So you guys go smoke vent, and then walk chamber, and then remember how the Omen crossed first, and then
Yeah.
you were here, and then you crossed. I don't think they saw the
Mhm.
Omen cross. They came up when you were crossing, so you crossed,
Yeah.
and then they're like, the guy was like, the breacher.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
saw you. He saw you. He saw you, man. And I was like, yes, he saw. We both know. We all know. Okay, but they saw you. And
Yeah.
then I think the natural instinct here is to go B, but then you
Yeah.
ended up coming back, which was pretty.
I
It
think
worked out.
I heard the chamber
Oh,
drop off
going
that
and
box.
then going
Yeah,
towards
you can
spawn.
hear him leaving.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. And yeah, that was a good call by you. And it kind of fucks with their brain a little bit, right? Because
Yeah.
they believe they saw the last guy cross, or they think that you guys crossed over. They're gonna start running B to get ahead of you, but you came back, so it's like a double pump fake. It's like a pump fake, pretty much. Which is really good. That to me shows me that you're thinking on not only how they think, but on a higher level. Okay, this is a really,
Mhm.
really. I don't think many students have shown me this type of brain. This is something I do as well, where I know they know we're going this way. I'm coming back. Okay, right? It just
Mhm.
throws them off, right? It's like chess, being 3 steps ahead of them instead of 2. Okay, so they get on site. So you Chamber sees him. He comes back and kills the Omen. You kill the Omen right here in the chamber left. So you
Yeah.
kill the Omen, great. And then you're like calls to go. You called to go back A. You're like, let's go A. You guys got on site. The Omen took too long here because you went first, and then if he dies here, it's fucking scuffed. So
Yeah.
but he's stayed alive, which is great. He smokes
Here.
right here. Good play by him to make sure he can cross safely. And then you guys came back. I can't remember if you were really low. I'm pretty sure you were. But so they get on site. They know chamber spawn because the chamber was the one that was in heaven, but
Yeah.
went there. You heard him, so you're like assuming he's probably there. Um, and then I wrote. Then Trip goes off and calls flank as well. So then you know where 2 are. And then you came
Here.
over here. I remember you held this angle. Okay, this is not an off angle because it's super common for people to play here. This is probably more an off angle.
Mhm.
Or maybe even like over here, like this is probably an off angle. But this one is a very common spot
Here.
that they clear. Okay, just keep
Well,
that
I
in mind.
think that round the chamber went heaven. He wrapped back up
Yeah,
heaven.
yeah. But we initially knew he was coming from spawn,
Uh huh.
and then the trip went off. So we're like flank, flank. You're like flank,
Mhm.
and then Yeah, Phoenix flashed you. If I can't remember if he flashed you, but
Yeah, he did.
and then you re-peeked to hold, and then he deleted your ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would probably tuck a little bit more or stay in this
Here.
corner. Cause
Okay.
you can hide from heaven, or you can kind of just
Okay.
hold like that, like that, like that, like that,
Yeah, that would have been a better
and then
angle
like
for
that.
sure.
It is common corner, like it's not an off angle, but like it is a little bit of off angle, but it's common corner. Like people are always playing here, so it's always cleared. But it's a little bit better in my
Here.
eyes than this one. This one has benefits too. You can kind of rosy around the ring around the rosy if need
Yeah.
be, stuff like that. But
That
yeah,
corner I think would have been better though, cause my teammate was elbow,
yeah,
so it would have
yeah.
been easier to play off
Right,
him
and then
for sure.
you know obviously he has your crosshair. Like if he's
Yeah.
looking out elbow, he has a spawn come out. So all you have to do is look like this. Be like, I got it if they come out A main or heaven. Just stay tucked, right? Stuff like that. And a lot of times this actually does go accounted for because people just don't want to be vigilant. So you can get more value here in my eyes. This one is
Here.
kind of common. When they swing out, and that's why this common corner is good because when they come out, they look like this first. So when you're in here, you just kill this guy, stuff like that. But yeah, we'll move on from that point. So trip goes on, and then you died, and then I wrote Omen comes big and wins the round for you guys. I really thought you guys were gonna lose 2v4, like when it was 2v4, and then you guys just started making everything perfect. Not perfectly, but making really good plays to win the round, and you guys did. So that was huge, in my eyes. Okay, even though you guys lost, still it's fine. Okay, round 14. They kind of start on A, and they decide to go A. Gets a kill on Tejo. Bomb comes late, so you guys went on site, but the bomb came so late. Okay, he jiggles heaven. Good comms. He's out heaven. So you're like, he's out. He's out. Uh, remember they're double
Here.
flashed out here,
Yeah, I
and
didn't
then
remember this. Yeah.
because you're I can't remember where you were jiggling a little bit. I think you were here as
Yeah,
well,
I
and
was
then
in that same spot.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're like, they're out, and then everyone started peeking to kill them. Good job. Okay, good comms there. Nothing crazy there. The next thing is round 15. He puts his trip on B main. They go for B main. Tells his team that he's going mid late. So as I was writing that note, I was like, he needs to lurk more, because you were playing with the team. I know it's 2 rounds, but I was like, he needs to kind of lurk more.
Yeah.
Then you're like, you'll see it too. I was like, what the fuck? It's crazy. But you're like, I'm gonna go mid late. So you put the trip here for them.
I'm too far.
Whether it was here or here or here, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
That's
job.
a good
I like it.
start.
Yeah, and then you came here. And then I will. They go 4B main, tells his team that he's going mid late. He starts walking up, kills the tail, so this is that round. You kill the tail and kills Omen. You kill the tail right here, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere here? You deleted him?
No, it was I caught him with his knife out. He was rotating from vents.
Oh, right here, like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
yeah,
You
yeah,
heard him go up and you're like, oh fuck, and
yeah.
you killed him. And then you were coming up here and then the Omen peeked you and then you killed him.
Mhm.
This was a really nice kill in my eyes, because you should have been dead, but you just instantly killed him, so that was really, really good by you. I wrote, he gets trade. Oh wait, sorry. He starts walking up, kills the tail, and kills Omen. I wrote he gets traded by tail, but it wasn't. It was the chamber, if I'm not mistaken.
Chamber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I wrote tail because it was just in my mind, but he gets traded. I'll change that right now. He gets traded by chamber. Would like him to play slower if he can after Omen kill. And the key thing is if he can, okay, because the chamber did peek you quite quickly.
I also had when I killed the
You were
omen, the
slowed.
chambers.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
I
trip was right
remember.
there.
Yeah. So that's why I wrote if you can for future reference.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
just slow it down or try to
Here.
tuck or whatever the case is, or maybe not even get here and just kind of once you kill him, slow it down a little bit, take control first, see what the fuck's going on. I can't give you a textbook answer.
Yeah,
I can only just get you help prepared for future things, scenarios, and for you to do it by yourself, to learn by yourself in that way. Because I'm not gonna be playing in those games to tell you or watching
yeah,
you
yeah.
and review, right? So, just for you. But yeah, if you can, slow it down. You've done your job more than your job. Getting two there is more than an advantage. So playing your life is even more important by keeping pressure on them with the man advantage. They're gonna call that you're mid. You can come back vents and then wrap behind them again because they think you're here. You throw them off, or you come whatever it is. They're going, hey, you come back heaven and go this way, whatever it's situational. But that's that. So I wrote, gets traded by Chamber. Would like him to play slower if he can after Omen kill or even the tail. And that's why I wrote or even the tail kill. Because in my eyes, you should have been dead. To be honest, you really just made
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
You recovered by with your aim. And the Omen was just lost. He just ain't even looking for you. Or he looked for you, but you just deleted him so fast, pretty much. So, and I wrote after the Omen kill or tail or even the kill, shoot the trip and add pressure. Uh, as in, if you kill the tail and don't get up there, you gotta kill the trip somehow. I can't
Mhm.
remember where was it. Was it here?
I think it was tucked. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So then you gotta just quickly come shoot it and then just play safe against stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, because you can hear it, right? You can hear where the trip is.
Yeah.
It goes do 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 do. There's a little bit of a sound. It just actually changes as well. When for the chamber. Actually, it might be the same, but from what I remember, it used to kind of change around, but maybe not. It might be the same sound. Actually, on when you're facing the trip, it's louder. As a chamber, it's not as loud. That's
Okay.
what I remember. Um, that's that. So let's move on. Round 16. Let me scroll down a little bit. They start A. He's with the team again. I would like him to trip B main, and he's mid. As in, you put your trip here. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Oh, what happened here?
A gift.
Right here. Boom, boom, boom. And then you hold down mid. Okay, and
Okay.
I'm gonna.
There's the rotators.
Oh, well, the flankers. You hold down B
Okay.
main
Yeah, yeah.
and mid. Maybe I'll touch on this now. Okay, 10 out of 12 maps. Okay, like I explained earlier, are
Mhm.
in thirds. Okay, as in B main plus the spawn plus the site plus their spawn. That's 1/3, and then there's mid here, right? Vents into vents here,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bottom it. That's about 1/3 as well. And then A is the same thing. Spawn A main plus the ramps plus heaven plus their screens and their spawn and the site. So most maps are 10 out of 12 from what I remember is in thirds. So if I put my trip here and I stay here and lock it down, okay, how much space am I covering? 2/3, right?
Mm.
And I should probably explain it on the defender side. It's probably better, but still, attacking concept is the same. Okay, I'll briefly touch on the defensive side. So if I put my trip here and I play on B as a chamber, like right here, and I'm holding down mid and B main, or I've walked down or my teammate walks down, okay, where can they be?
A.
A.
F, B.
Have to be. Have to be. I like it because you can narrow down. Obviously, there could be some stragglers here too, but
Yeah.
overall, the attacking pack, whether it's 3, 4, 5, 2, okay, they're gonna be here because we've narrowed them down. Let's say this guy walked down. Okay, it doesn't even have to be with your utility. Let's say your teammate walked down. It's B, nothing B, guys. Okay, and then the guy's on A. Nothing A, guys. They walk down on A. Okay, where can they be?
They have to be.
So
what,
we
B?
walk down B, and then
Oh,
we walk
okay,
down
okay.
we walk down A. Where can they be?
They have to be mid. They have to push
Right.
mid.
We've walked down 2/3 of a map. They can only
Yeah.
be in 1/3. And I'll ask a question I ask all my students this, not to see if you're stupid. You should be able to get this with your eyes closed, ears closed. Okay. I had one student where he told me the answer before I asked it because he's watched all the VODs. So he gave me the answer. I'm like, okay, I don't need to tell you because you watched all the VODs. So, but if we walk down B main and we walk down, he's like, I got B boys, nothing. And then we walk down mid. We got
Mhm.
mid boys, nothing mid. And then the A guy's like, we got A main guys, nothing. Where are they?
They have,
Generally, which area? Did we walk down like this? We walk down like this. We walk down B main. Where are they?
they'd have to be in their spawn, right?
Exactly. That is the answer I'm looking for. It's not to see if you're dumb. It's to show you that the space taking is like map hacking.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where I get
No, I get that.
my map hacking. I put it in quotation, map hacking in quotation. You're not actually hacking, but you're narrowing down where they can go. Okay, so keep that in mind. So on defense, it's when you take space, that's what space taking is you're gaining information not for you, but for your team to see what the enemy's doing in a bigger picture. If we walk down all three, we just know they're AFK in their spawn. If we walk down B and have mid without dying, we know they're all A. We can all start stacking 3A accordingly and double flank through from B main and the mid guys that took space. Right? We can narrow them down to this corner. Right? So that's why it's really important. And so taking space is gathering information. Gathering information this important is helping us see what the enemy is doing as a bigger picture. Seeing the
Mhm.
enemy's us knowing what the enemies do at a bigger picture is setting us up to succeed at a higher rate in the round. Okay, succeeding at rounds in a higher rate is winning games. Winning games is getting RR. Getting RR is climbing. So it really adds up. Okay, it really matters. People don't think it matters, but it does. Taking space is literally cheating, right? You walk down, you know where they are. You can at least. I'm not saying that you always will win the rounds, but at least it gives your team higher success rate to win the rounds. Because it's true. You've narrowed them down. You can all play accordingly. You can just all start running out with their knife, whatever. Obviously some people have to be vigilant too, but that's why it's important. Okay, now on the attacker's way, it's kind of similar, but if I account for
That
B main
works.
and mid and nobody's walking down, we're kind of safe to do whatever the fuck we want. We can kind of run around, insert lurks from mid, rotate back safely with no fear. We don't even need to clear
Mm-hmm.
corners anymore, right? Because you're here. You locked this down. They've locked that down, right? So that's why it's important as a sentinel. Yes, it's important to play your site and lock it down, but on attack, it's important to lock down space just as equally. Just how like you would put your trip here
Here.
and then play on B, you've got 2/3, right? They're not
Mm-hmm.
in. You have temporarily control of B and mid. Obviously, when they start breaking your trip and going in, you don't have control anymore. But it's information. You know that no one's mid. I'm gonna just hold this, right? But on attack is the same thing where we gotta control B main plus this if because it's information at the end of the day. If this trip breaks, what are they doing? And you're mid.
Um.
This trip
Wait.
breaks, it goes
We're on
off.
attack. We're on attack.
We're on attack. You're here like
Then
this,
they're probably gonna be flanking from B,
right?
right?
Now we can know. We can account for minimum one guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's only and I'm gonna ask you. You should get this with your eyes closed, ears closed. Not to see if you're stupid, but just see, open your mind a little bit and see where you're at. How many enemy players are there?
There's 5.
There's 5. If we can count for one, we can kind of, you know, try and count for the others. If we can count for 3 players, that's more than half their team. That's really all we need to know what they're doing, whether it's defensive
Mm-hmm.
side or attacking side. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's really important that we control space as a sentinel, and that's why I pushed my other guy too. He was always with the team, and I'm like, why are you always with the team? He's like, I'm so used to collegiate, I want to be with them. But I'm like, even in pro play, they leave one mid. Okay, like don't always auto with your team. I understand you want to support them, trade out with them, but that's not really your role. It's not necessary. It's not mandatory. It's optional. And I'm not saying always come mid. There are times where they call the rush A split. You're gonna be with them, obviously. But there
Mm-hmm.
are times too where they call a 4-man split, and you're gonna come mid late as well. Okay, you gotta build the skill and get it up to a good level where you've done this well, and you do it well, where you can start creating timings now. Okay, off
Mm-hmm.
of this positioning. Okay, you start mid, you locked it down. B main's locked down. They're saying there's a lot A. You start walking up. Start clearing your corners vigilantly, stuff like that. Okay, okay, and then you start taking timing, stuff like that. Obviously your trip will go down at one point as well, but still. Okay, and I'm not saying always do this setup, but what I would say is that you should majority of the time try to lock down mid, because again, okay, you didn't do it so much, but there are some students that witness it, okay, or because they did it. So they would take down space down mid, right? And then I'll tell them on
Mm-hmm.
attack, what will they do if you leave this open? And they're like, take space. I'm like, you're correct. They'll do what you did because they know what it means or what it's for. It's to gather information to control the map. So that's why I do it and teach all my Sentinel guys to do it, because they're gonna, if they hear a lot A, what are they gonna call? Like 3 of you guys are starting A, 4. What is the enemy team calling?
They're gonna call for an A push.
They're probably gonna be like a
Right.
lot A main. They're probably going A,
Yeah.
and they start immediately, especially at this elo. Higher elo is a little bit different, but this elo, bro, they're just first contact. They just get the call that there's 2 to 3. They're just gonna run it down, okay, or walk
Mm-hmm.
it down, and you're gonna be in a position where you just immediately destroy this guy, and then you can play off that. Because what does it mean when this guy walks out mid? What does that signify to you, the attacker?
Like, I'm confused. Sorry.
Yeah, so when this guy walks down and you kill him, what does that mean? Why did he
It
walk
means
down?
that
What was he
he
thinking?
He's used to just taking that space for free.
Not so much. There's a reason why he took this space. Let's say you guys started A and you started walking down, you killed him. What does this mean? Why did he walk down? There's a reason.
Maybe because the guys on A calm that it was an A push,
Right. So
or that
he
there's a majority A.
assumes that you guys are all A. That's why he's taking the space. Okay? Or on from B. Okay? So when you kill him there, you can use that thought process. Oh, they think we're A. We're gonna go B now. We kill this guy.
Okay.
You
Oh,
get what
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
say? So
I get you now. Yeah, yeah.
you kill because it's like mind fucking them. He walks down because he knows the call is A, but he doesn't obviously know individually how many are mid. You're mid. You kill him. You're like, oh, he walked down because they probably got the call, and you obviously you got to use the info of where you got to know where your team is too. Obviously, okay, so
Yeah.
you got to be like, oh, we started A, made a bunch of fucking noise. This guy walked down because he wanted to flank our team. Oh, sorry, this happens when you're in the custom for too long. It's
You're all
Valorant
good.
Valorant problems, but yeah. So when he walks down, you kill him. You're like, oh, this guy walking down because he's taking space because he wants to go flank them A main. Now we're gonna rotate B. I'm gonna eat up the space he gave up. I'm gonna go mid and tell my team go B, and then you start aggressively going into their spawn or vents into their whatever it is situation on that point. But um, that's how you have to look at it. If they're taking space on you hard, especially let's say you're mid and you have your chip goes off on B main, right? And the guy walks down
Mhm.
mid. That means they've signified or made the calculation or they gathered the info that you guys they've pinpointed you guys to being on A alone in that 1/3. Okay, so
Mhm.
keep that in mind. That's how you can use it to your advantage. Don't just commit to A because that means they're stacked there. That's usually what it means
Yeah.
when they're taking space because you don't take space with 4 or 5 people. Okay, you take space by yourself and then you tell your team to go towards A. So that means that when he's walking out like that, when you kill him, that means usually he is the guy that's mid solo. Mid is free. If you kill the guy on B main, that means the site is free. That's the site guy walking down while they're stacking A because he's gonna flank, right? Flank is usually the last guy out, or the alone guy. There are times where the guy walks out and you kill him and you go B and there's one guy more, but usually that's max two guys. Usually it's not the case. It's usually
None of
free.
this a
Okay,
win is a
so
win nonsense.
keep that in
We
mind.
should
It's
win
really
big
important
and
that
look
you
good
understand this
doing it.
concept, not because you want to be a good player, but as a sentinel, you gotta understand how to use this info and
My
stuff
ult
like
is
that,
ready.
and really use it to your advantage. Because um, once you get good at it on one side, you'll get good at it on the other side, whether it's taking space and or lurking. And I'm gonna ask, why do you think
Mhm.
that's the case?
Wait,
Why is it if we get good at taking space on defense, we'll be good at understanding how to defend taking space and also lurking.
because you can like understand how you would take space on defense to
Right.
play it and how you're gonna take space on
Exactly.
offense.
It's pretty much the same thing. It's just flipped with a little bit of a adjustment. Okay, and they
Mhm.
are also the same fights. Because if I come down mid and I fight somebody here, and as a defender, and when I'm attacking, it's gonna be the same fight if I was lurking here and
Yeah.
that guy walks down, right? So that's why it correlates. So it's the same thing also as well as not only taking space and lurking, but also as well as entering and scaling and also retaking. So once you get really good at retaking, you'll be good at entering and scaling because you know how it's worked. Or if you get really good at entering and scaling, you'll kind of understand how retake works as well. You should at least. Some people still struggle with it, but they
Mhm.
are correlated because they're the same angles and corners you're fighting and re-clearing every time. Doesn't matter what side you are on, right? Entering, you gotta clear all the side, make sure they're not in the fucked up angles. They're not holding out, smoked out.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
come out, you hold in these angles, and then retake is the same thing. They're gonna come out, they're gonna re-clear rafters here, come back side, go towards main, right? Once they've deducted they're not here in hell and stuff like that. So that's why they're correlated. They really work hand in hand, and they're very important to being good at both. But that's that. Okay, I know I'm kind of yapping, but I think it's important for you to understand this concept of
No, for sure.
um,
Yeah.
locking down 2/3 of the map as a sentinel defense. That's just given. That's just really mandatory. Okay, but on attack is the same thing because if y- and it's kind of unfortunate that you didn't take space, so it's easier for you to understand. But if you took space, you'd be like, oh, that makes so much sense. Because if
Mhm.
you do it on attack defense, other people will do it as well because you're at a level where everyone understands this stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
they know what taking space is. You know, maybe not to the detail I explained it to you, but they understand that taking space is information and also flanking, narrowing them down to where they are. Okay, so that's really what it's for. But I would like you to, you know, set up in a way where you can control, if not 2/3, just 1/3 very well. Okay, as in mid.
Mhm.
You gotta focus on mid because um, this area is an area where you can get a lot of free kills if you play it correctly off their tendency and frequency. If the guy is taking space every round, you know to just sit
Here.
around here every single round. You're
Here.
gonna kill him. He's just
Yeah.
gonna walk down. He's not even. Sometimes they'll even run down. Like they're just so brain dead. So that's that. But you gotta develop the skill. You gotta get a better. I know my mouse is like that, but that's that. Okay. So let's continue with this note. So I wrote, I would like him to trip B main, and he's mid, so he can hold 2/3 of the site. Okay. Okay. It's nothing really else. That's all I wrote. Can't remember exactly what happened this round actually. Can you kind of refresh my memory? Round 16.
It's round 16.
Yep.
So we 5-manned A main. We had our breach done heaven or ramps.
Yep.
Tejo just one tapped our Phoenix with a sheriff. Then Jet died to a shorty ramps. Omen traded him out. Oh, I got swung, like just brain dead swung out the smoke by the Tejo.
On
And then
on A, right?
it was A main, like directly A main
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Okay, I kind of remember.
So
Yeah,
he
you guys
swung
lost
that,
this
and
round,
then
if I remember correctly.
no,
Oh, you guys
Breach got a
won.
3K. He won.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he traded me, and then got the heaven guy, and
Right,
then
right.
they just
Nothing crazy there.
won.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to focus more on that. You should probably just kind of get used to playing mid more, because okay, it's the game is not where it was 2 years ago. 2 years
Mhm.
ago, nobody mid late lurked. You would never even hear people to be like, "Come mid late lurk, bro," or "I'm gonna go mid late lurk." Okay, that's something that's started happening recently in the last couple months or last year, if I could say, or last 2 years. But like year and a half ish. Okay, but 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, nobody mid. It wasn't even a concept at that time. Okay, there was just lurking. That was it. There was no mid late lurk. Okay, right when I was about to kind of, the only map they did that was Icebox. When they went Icebox, they would plant B for the mid late lurk, and they'd be like, "Come mid late." That's the only map from what I can recall in the 4 years. Um, that they would mid late lurk. Now it's so common. It's on every map. It's every round. There's somebody coming out mid late because people got better. Back then, they didn't even know how to defend lurks. Everyone would just leave mid open. Okay. When they rotate, they'd all go to spawn. Nobody would even clear it. They'll just run out like this. But now everyone runs out looking this way just in case, right? Stuff like that. And people are adjusting to that. They'll let the guy run off, wait, and then take the timing. Stuff like that, right? So, just keep that in mind that people have gotten really better, much better. But I want you to develop this skill. It needs to be a part of your arsenal. It needs to be a very main part of your arsenal. Okay, that you're controlling mid and or 2/3, and then you're taking timings off that as well, off your team's contact and information. As in, you're sitting here, you hear these two people run off. Guys are running A. Keep making noise. I'm gonna take a timing. You take the timing, or you try to kill them, or you kill them, whatever it is, and then come B, come B, come B, right? Stuff like that. Okay, because it's really important to, because I'll explain right now. Lurking isn't just an element of surprise thing or getting kills behind enemy lines. It is also an element of surprise of being unknown, a ninja, and also causing chaos. Once you kill him here, they call you're here, you go here, kill another guy, you start coming back here, wrap around, they come be whatever it is, right? You cause chaos, they look
Yeah.
for you. Okay, it's not only that, but it's also an information gathering thing. Like on Haven, or even here, you come here, sit here, you hear people running around. If I stop, you see my audio radius, right? What I can hear,
Mhm.
what they can hear if I'm running. So I can hear people running into stairs, running from vent, dropping down, right? So that's what it's also used for. Element of surprise, causing chaos in the backlines, and also information where you don't know how many times once you get good at it, something I do, where when I'm lurking here and I've cleared everything vigilantly, there's nothing really here. They gave it up, I eat it up. Okay? And I'm sitting here, I just hear their whole team running around. okay? Because people are bad. They don't like to silently walk away. They just start running off, and they're about to go in, and there's some resistance, and I'm like, yo, they're running off B. Go right now. Go. Leave. 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 And it's always free, and then I just take this timing. I let him run off, so that because if I just go immediately, he's gonna kind of clear and be vigilant sometimes too. I get timing myself, so I let him run off, and then I eat it up. Yo, I have B. Obviously, I have to start my gun up. And I'll be like, yo. They're leaving. They're leaving. Come. And then once my team starts rotating, because I told them, they come back. I catch them running back with their knives out, with their pants down, whatever it is, right? And you got to be good for usually two here. One is really not enough. You got to get one and live and cause pressure, or get two and die is fine, or get two and stay alive and cause even more pressure. They're gonna be so scared. Okay, stuff like that. So keep that in mind. It's also just yeah, what we touched on is element of surprise, causing chaos, gathering information, and also creating timings, and helping your team go to the side with less resistance. That's the key in this game. People don't care a lot of people don't care that there's three people on A. They just go A, right? It's like, bruh, like that's more than half their team. Why not just take a site where it's 5v2, 5v1 instead of a, 5v3, right? Because they can even a 5v2 you can lose, your whole team can die. But it's always about going to the less resistance area, because that will increase your chance on winning the round, right? So keep that in mind. We'll move on. Okay, round 17. He puts a trip A main, and he starts sewers. Okay, this was good. You put your trip A main, and you started sewer, and they went B. Oh wait. No, they didn't actually. So that was fine. But still, I like how you came and played mid here. You start sewer, and what happened here? What did the Jet do?
The Jet pushed up.
He took space, right? And you killed him. So this is why it's important. If you did this every round, you probably would have killed mid every single time. Because people are undisciplined. They will do it their frequency will be every round. They think they can get away with it. But you gotta put them down and tell them, you can't. I will show you what. Do it. I dare you. I'll kill you. Give us the advantage. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, that's kind of what you have to think about. So, gets a quick kill on Jet with the ult. Boom. Deleted him. He just ran down. Like, bro,
Yeah.
right? Like, this guy's brain dead. Like, what is he doing? Okay, so that's the power of controlling mid as a sentinel. They decide need to go B. So you calls chamber still heaven. So you guys ended up going B. I remember you went this way. He comes through market. I wrote it good. Yep. He comes through market and kills the second one in spawn. So you guys ended up going B off that kill. So that's kind of what I mean. He took space. He believed you guys were going A, and then you changed it up to go B, because that's what it indicates that he's gonna go this way. And he was also looking this way, like that, to go towards that way. But overall, it's just the movement. He's walking down because he believes no one's here, and they're all A or B, whatever the situation is. You kill him, you pivot, because you think that he thought you guys were going A, you go B now, redirection. Okay, it's a little bit of a higher meta game that I'm glad you understand. So it's good. It's really high level stuff. Most students I explain this to, they're like, yeah, right. I'm like, bruh. Like, I just know some students don't get it, or it'll take them a while for them to get it. They have to get used to the experience. But you're a high level thinker, so it's good. Okay, just work on this stuff, and you'll be, dude. Your lurking capabilities will be so solid. You're gonna be like the old me in episode 3 and 4, where at that time people were super unaware. I would literally, bro, I was so good at lurking. My team starts A, right? My whole team, they make noise. I would literally walk down like this, not even my gun.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like at that time it was they would leave it open, and I would just hear do. I'm like, they're rotating A, they're going A, come back. But now, obviously, I had a hard time adjusting, to be honest, when I came back, because people are so aware now that I could not take my regular timings. Even if I forced them, they're ready. They're just sitting in corners, off angles. I have to be even more vigilant. So that forced me to becoming more patient with my lurk and use it more as a information gathering thing, or like a team setup thing, instead of going down and knifing 3 people or killing 3 people every round. Because that's mainly what I used it for. But I had to adjust. I was like, okay, it's not working anymore. Like, I'm just dying. I'm just feeding at this point. So I had to adjust and learn, and being like, okay, you know what? People have gone, but good. I have to just accept that and use it differently. So that's kind of how you have to use it. It's more information, and when you do able to get kills with the lurks, you gotta just cause chaos. Don't just start feeding after you get one. Get one, reposition, because when you kill him here, what is he gonna call the enemy team?
He'd call. Wait, when I what? Sorry.
Let's say you lurked up and you kill this guy here, right?
Uh huh.
What is he gonna say to his teammate?
He'd call one vents.
Right? He would specifically say, "Chamber, kill me, Vents." And then you come across.
Mhm.
Once you call him, immediately turn around, go here, and then they would be
Here.
running across to get to you, and you kill the
Mhm.
second guy, and then he calls, "He's heaven now! Oh my god!" Then you come down, you go to spawn, and you start. You. That's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Once I explained this to the immortal guy, the cipher player, he's like, "Oh my god!" His mind just opened up. He's like, "Oh my god, that is so crazily smart." Because most people will kill this guy and continue to go this way because that's
Yeah.
what he was doing as well. And I explained, I'm like, you
But
gotta
they'll be ready for that.
yes, they'll be ready. And he was on Haven. He went down mid, killed the guy, and then they shot a dart because they knew he was coming in that pathing. So I'm like, you gotta go the other way and go spawn and wrap them, and you would have killed both of them. And he's like, oh my god, his mind just opened up. You already understand that, so that's great. But he was like, holy shit, like you're like a ghost. I'm like, yes, my student, be a ghost, right? So that's what I would say. Just don't just start going into common pathing. Switch it up, because a lot of the times when you kill this guy and you turn around, there's gonna be a second guy walking out. You're gonna murder this kid. He's gonna have his gun, knife out, stuff like that, or running towards you. You'll hear him as well. Okay, so we'll move on. But I think it's important for you. We can touch deeply on these things because they are Sentinel specific roles. Okay, that's that. So let's move on. So we are on round 18. They start A and 2 die. He calls to go
Mhm.
B. I like this play. This is that play we touched on. Would like him to lurk more, create or use timings to kill and cause chaos in the backline / divide the enemies. That's also what it does. It splits them in half if you're mid. They have to come center towards
Yeah.
you, both sides. And if you're winning these fights too, it's super fucking chalk for the defenders. They start, the fear creeps in. They get scared. You know, they gotta kill you or let you stay there and go spawn, but then you hear all the info at mid, hearing them run through spawn, stuff like that. So it's like a double-edged sword that they have to choose whether to kill you and take the chance of losing those duels and giving up more, or just run through spawn and then let you hear as well. So either way, the good mid lurker will win in that type of stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
that's that. So they start A, 2 die. He calls to go B. I like so then you know you guys at this point you're like, yo, they're gonna come A. Like they're probably leaning towards over. Great job. Obviously it was a little bit unfortunate. If I remember correctly, you guys lost this round.
We did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the thought process what's matter. Great. The result unfortunate, but more than not, if you do this better and more efficiently, or you called it earlier, it would have worked. You would have had this site for free, or at least or if your team was together, it would have been a 4v1,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that round. I went garage and Phoenix was crouched behind the garage orb.
Right, right, yeah. I remember too. It was
Yeah.
like somewhere over here, and he just killed you. But
Yeah.
it was well played by him. He predicted that you guys, he anchored pretty much, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you guys kind of fell into him. But at the higher levels, everyone would be here, so he would get one or two. Still, at least you guys have the site for free, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
everyone just started falling down, dropping and shit. Like I can't specifically remember
Yeah.
exactly, but it was scuffed as fuck. But still, but I think it was a little too slow as well. But I like the thought process. We'll move on.
Okay.
Okay. The next thing is round 19, small round. They go B, trade out. It's 4v3. One's waiting out the missile, needs to kind of cross over. Oh, I remember this one. So you went with your team this round, fine, because you guys wanted to do a B execute. Once waiting out the missiles, need to kind of cross over towards backside. So you guys ended up getting on site. You killed one here, killed one here. It was a 4v3. Okay, one person died, and then you got missiled off here, somewhere here, if I remember correctly. Okay.
Yeah.
Needs to kind of cross over towards backside, hold spawn or rafters. He's in pillar. Okay, so I remember. So you're right here and you got missile off. Okay, your jet starts planting here. Okay, once the missile goes down, you need to start swinging out wide. Okay, why? Because you need to protect him. Okay, if you're here
Yeah.
AFK like this, you don't know if this guy's walked out or the guy's come out rafters looking to kill this guy when he comes back up, walks back up, or jumps back up, or he gets off the bomb and goes like this. There's a headshot angle. They can see his head, so he'll die. But this is also a duelist's role, but it transfers over to anybody where you gotta make sure, especially when they're planting, he's fully covered. Because if the time is ticking and they kill him, you guys lose the round automatically. So that's why when they're planting the bomb, you gotta make sure he's safe. So you gotta come. I understand that you got kind of tail missiled off, but you gotta come wide, start holding
Okay.
stuff. Okay, and then he bunny hops away, and then, maybe fully hold it until it's done and he's away, and then start tucking, because at that point you don't need to get kills anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's just the
We
objective.
play bomb.
Okay, I'll ask you. Okay, how many seconds does it take for the bomb to explode? Do you know?
45.
Good, 45. How many seconds does it take to defuse?
4. No.
Nope. Halfway there. Almost
Like
halfway.
8.
7.
8. 7.
Yes. Okay, so
It's
all
for the
we
plant. That's
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta switch
for
it
the
up. It's
plant.
for the
Yep,
plant.
for the plant. So all we have to do when we're playing the objective in terms of attacking, planting the bomb, and getting the bomb to explode, okay? We only have to burn 38 seconds, 0.1 millisecond for us to win the round, right? 45 minus 7 is 38, so we need to burn about 38.1, right? And then we'll win.
Yeah.
So, because if it's 37.9, they'll win off 0.1 whatever, 1 second. Okay, so that's the goal, is to get this get it down as fast as possible while protecting him, and then also playing time after. Obviously, if they start flooding out, there's no choice but to fight them. But when there's scenarios that you don't need to take fights, don't take it. Especially if you're here and you're in a 1v1, and all you have to do is just start ring around the roads. You hear this guy running this way, you come back this way, he comes back this way, and then he starts running around. You just play time. That's probably heard that. Play time, bro. Play time, 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 time.
Yeah.
Play the bomb, play the bomb. Okay, because it's important that you practice this and get good at it. Because not enough people are disciplined enough to play the bomb. They'll just swing to get a kill to eliminate them. Bruh, like, that's not the goal.
Yeah,
You
no.
just need to. And I'm not saying you, but with some of my sims, I'm like, bruh, what are you doing, bro? Okay, but the goal is to really get this to explode. Okay, in Counter Strike they'll be like, terrorists have won. Okay, but
Yeah.
you get my point. Play the time when you have time, but coming to this note is really, you gotta protect spawn. Okay, let's say they have heaven covered. The main guy is holding him like this, holding rafters like this. You don't need to watch it. All you have to do is watch spawn, because he has that. So make sure that it's being accounted for. What are you watching? Or tell him, can you watch heaven? Can you watch heaven? I'm watching spawn for him. I'm watching spawn. Okay, and then he'll be like, yes, yeah, I got you. Okay, that's it. Okay, we'll move on. The next round is round 20. He trips B main, walks up mid. So this was a good setup. You trip main, and then you held mid, so you're holding kind of 2/3. It's too slow, indecisive. He dies. Okay,
Yeah,
this is that round.
I remember this
You're
one.
just like,
Yeah.
you're like breathing so heavy.
I'm scared. I play really scared. Yeah.
You're like, holy fuck, bro. Have your chest up a little bit. Okay, a timing is called a timing for a reason. You are timing them where they do not know you are there. So that means you gotta be very quick and have your chest up. Clear this quickly. Look here. Look there. Okay, clear this one more time. Come here. You gotta be able to clear things that quick. While you're walking, it needs to be like that, like a quick clear, like a vigilant clear. Nothing here. Okay, come wide again. Nothing. And look how I'm doing it, right? Look here. Look here. Come wide again. Okay, come here. Here. Okay, and then start taking time. Make sure we look behind us one more time. Stuff like that. So you got to be able to clear things while you're moving, because you're so stuck on this angle. But it's not even like an indicator there's somebody there. As in, you heard steps. He's jump peeking. You saw him earlier. You heard him. Started the round. There's nothing. There was nothing there. There's nothing there. That means there's nothing there. Okay. Obviously, they can be silent and hold an off angle too, but that's why you have to be very, very vigilant as well. Okay. And then there's gonna be times where it scuffs. You take this timing and you try to cross. He shoots at you, whiffs. You're like, oh fuck, now I'm stuck. You have to make a decision quickly. Am I gonna go here and fight this guy, or am I gonna come back and kill this guy? Okay. It's a little bit situational. I can give you like a textbook answer, but you're gonna have to play it accordingly and try to think how they're thinking quickly, so that way you can get out of this situation, or whatever it is. Okay, but that's that. Okay, you just came up here, you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and this guy just choop, and you just
Yeah.
died like instantly, right? So what you can do is just get up to here, you just wait. If you're scared to, just wait and gather info, because it's important as well. You don't have to go and lurk behind enemy lines, because nowadays people are so good, they're waiting for that. But what I would do is be
Yeah.
patient, use your team's contact. You get it up to here, and your teammates start fighting a lot, and they're coming up ramp, they got ramp control, and then you hear them running, be like, keep making noise, they're running off now. Then you start taking, once you've confirmed people are running out, and always be vigilant, because sometimes for me, they'll run off, and then I'm like, oh shit, nobody else is here, and then there'll be one more guy, whether I die or I kill him. I'm like, oh fuck, that's super unexpected, right? There's a guy like anchoring or whatever, so just keep that in mind as well. Okay, let's move on. Round 21, they end up going up mid 3v4, and they trade out 1v3 B heaven, and they trade out the stairs guy. So they end up going mid. It became a 3v4. I remember I was kind of getting distracted with chat. That's kind of why these notes are trash. But it became a 3v4. Okay, and then they trade out 1v3 B heaven. Remember, you guys were like, go B, and then I can't remember who it was, but he just killed two of you. So super scuffed, and then it's a 1v3. You guys killed him. You killed him, I'm pretty sure. And then I wrote, can't trade out the stairs guy. You gotta kill this guy. Okay. You kill this guy, so 1v2. You have at least a shot. 1v2s are easy to win. 1v3s are like a little bit harder, right? 1v5 is like, okay, bro, you're gonna have to play a perfect round. Okay, but yeah, if you had a shot at, or kill this guy, you probably have a good chance at winning the game, or even the round, or even the game, in my eyes. Okay, so let's move on. Nothing crazy there. A little bit of a team thing. They're all just kind of just dying to this guy. Can't no aim, like, bro. Okay. The next thing is round 24 or 23. This one's a little bit dense. They go A. They get collided. At this point, I was like, oh fuck, GG. Okay. They get collided by the Phoenix with an AWP. Remember, right here, it automatically.
Wait, which round is this?
Round 23, where the Phoenix
yeah,
started
23.
A and just instantly collided two
I
guys.
do remember this.
It was like, bruh. I was like, bruh, and they're on match point, so it's 10-12. I was like, bruh. Okay. Turns into a 2v2 somehow. You guys were just trading out ramp on site, and then turned into a 2v2 into a 1v1, and you were the one in the 1v1 because you killed somebody. He killed your teammate, I think, and then you killed him. Or something like that. Yeah, and then you were in a 1v1, and this is where the note gets better. He gets 2 good kills, and plants safe. He looks heaven, nothing there from here. The trip goes off, and then obviously it's a 1v1. So you're like, flank. Your teammates were like, flank. And I wrote, automatically knows whether it was you actively decided to go here, or it was your intuition leaning you towards this way, or your instincts. Okay. You automatically went here, and he adjusts to elbow and kills chamber right here with your ult. I'm pretty sure he had 1v1. So that was good, bro. I even told the streamer, like, really good. He played that really well. Most people would stay here AFK like this, but you went and adjusted. So that was really good. You knew he's there. You wanted to give it a shot to see if he's out or not. Okay, because off that info, if he's not out, he's probably going heaven, right? Stuff like that. So that was good. Really well played by you. Big win here. You needed it. Okay, and I wrote, and kills chamber, wins 1v1. Really self-explanatory. I think. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think I remember I was behind screens and the trip like went off but it didn't pop. So I started walking elbow.
Yeah,
so he destroyed trip late. Yeah, he destroyed trip late, so I knew he couldn't have crossed yet.
And that's good. Good identification, bro. You came here and you won the thing. I was a little bit sweaty here. I was like, oh fuck, bro. If he whiffs here, he's fucked. Because if you whiff here at the higher levels, you're done. You're dead. Okay. You're instantly dead. This is the first angle. Really, they clearly swing this one and this one. So, you gotta just remember that. I would like you to maybe tuck, or maybe come screens, and if you can, and then hold this. I've done that a lot, where I reposition myself like that in a 1v1, and then I just kill them coming out like that. It's unexpected, right? They'll look here, and there's nothing there. They'll just start running out, stuff like that, and trying to clear sight, stuff like that. Whatever it is, but yeah, I think you played it pretty optimally, so there's not really much to it. Okay, round 24, they fake B, want to walk down A. they hide from tail drone. Remember, you guys started wanted to
Yeah.
fake, and then you guys wanted to re-hit A or end A, and then you guys started walking to do it, and then they're like tail drone, tail drone, tail drone. So everybody started crossing back over to hide, and then they're like, oh, they saw you. I actually don't think it
They
saw you.
didn't see me.
Yeah,
No, they definitely
I
didn't.
don't think it did. He was just calling to say it was, but I don't know. Like, we will never know, but I don't.
Yeah.
In my eyes too, I don't think it really
I thought
saw you.
I thought I was behind because especially because
It
I
was
don't think
pretty
he was out main yet.
far,
Yeah.
and it with tail drone and skydog, it actually you need to get kind of close for it the
Yeah,
vision
it
to
doesn't have that
open
good
up.
vision.
I could be wrong. I could probably test it in a custom, but yeah, it was. I don't think they saw you, so it's fine. But you know, obviously we want to be in a position where it doesn't see us. Whatever, we'll move on. So they hide from tail drone, end up going in A. He kills tail A main. I can't remember where you killed him. Can't
He
remember.
popped his like
Oh, right
little
here, right here, right
guided
here.
missiles.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Because you
I knew he
saw
was
them
in that
come out
corner.
here. You're like, bro, he's right there in the corner.
Yeah.
I did too. I'm like, bro, he's right there. And then you killed him. Good job. Really good kill. Instant kill. No whiffing. That's what I like about your aim. Very consistent.
Mhm.
Okay, you killed him. And then he comes down to hell. He came down to here. Takes a fight with Opper screens, and then you whiffed. He whiffed. You TP'd off. Good job. You TP'd
Mhm.
off to here. Somewhere
Yeah.
here.
It was in that cubby
Here.
Or
main right
this
there.
one?
Yeah.
This one?
Here.
Okay, good.
No, to the right by
Here.
the
This one,
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
So then you got here, uh, and then gets a good trade on Jet on side. Oh, and then you called him upper, and then one guy swung, and then the Jet
Mhm.
killed him, and then you swung and killed the Jet right here, crouched, and that was good.
Yeah.
And then they were like all trading out too, so it became a 1v2. So I wrote tries to kill. Oh, sorry. Good trade on Jet. You guys took the site. Tries to kill Heaven. 1v2. They win. Okay. I don't think it was you that clutched. I'm pretty sure you died earlier. The second guy that died. No? Am I wrong?
Me?
Did you clutch this round or was it your
Yeah.
teammate?
It was me and Jet.
Yeah. But you died before the Jet, right? If I'm not
No,
mistaken.
we both stayed alive. We played off the chambers op heaven and we both just swung him at the same time.
Oh, right. Okay, I wrote it backwards. I wrote 1v2, but I meant to write 2v1. That's what I was supposed to write.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because 2v1 means our side, right? 1v2 is
Yeah,
means them. So yeah, that was my
Yeah,
mistake. So,
I was main and he was
yeah,
elbow.
yeah. So
and we
that's what I
just
meant to write. Is
both
2v1 they would tries to kill. Have you try to kill the chamber? 2v1 they would.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, let's
Mhm.
move on. Overtime. Okay, round 25. Starts on vents with a trip. He calls it. So you were on defense. Starts on vents with a trip. He calls it 4v4. As in, oh, I trip mid. I'm pretty sure that's what you said. 4v4. They go B, as in the enemy. He's a bit slow coming up. He kills tail mid. Killed tail mid.
Mhm.
Over here. Yes, I remember now. Right here. Remember you killed him walking up? Just
Yeah, yeah.
destroyed his ass. And then 2v2 kills Phoenix ult. He's on Rafter. Phoenix walks down new box. He
Here.
walked down like this. I
Yeah.
probably. Oh, so I remember thinking in this moment too. I was like, I think I would want him once the. Oh, because remember the Phoenix came behind you. He's like, behind you, behind you. And then you kill
Yeah,
the Phoenix
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I want, as soon as that goes down, you need to go come and drop immediately. Because why? Is because the other guy was planting. I heard it.
Yeah.
You killed him and it
I
just-
heard where they both were. I
Right,
should've
right. And
just
you
jumped
called
on
it. You're like
yeah.
both pillar, but you gotta
Mhm.
immediately come down and kind of come over here, or maybe not hell, but you need to come down right here for protection.
Mhm.
Come down right here,
Okay.
okay? That way you can play off whatever, and then he can come support from spawn, stuff like that, right? But I kind of don't like this line you took. You're here.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know they're both pillar, but it gave him a timing where you can't see anything. If anything, maybe be like this, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what I probably would have done is after kills guys immediately start jumping down because you knew they're both there. I knew they're both there as well. It's a little bit different if he's planning there, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't. He's probably planning safe because I could hear
Yeah,
him
it
planning,
was safe.
but I didn't know where exactly. But yeah, if it's safe and you can identify it safe, you gotta just come down and add pressure to them. They're gonna be like, yo, he drops, he's pillar, and then they're gonna, you know, kind of not panic, but they're gonna try to find you, kill you. But your breach is coming as well, so he'll get your right side. Obviously, you gotta be vigilant. Look left, look right. Jump peek this, jump peek this one time. Okay, spam it, slice the pie, whatever it is. Or
Yeah.
whatever it is. But yeah, I would like you to jump down here because I think the spot you took. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to be safe, kind of just see if they'll peek out. But he got one step ahead of you and took a timing. Because maybe I think his ult was in new box. That's why he could take this timing. or like
Yeah.
really here.
I think
but
it was close pillar.
Here.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like
Because I heard it pop in my right headphone, so I thought it was like where
right,
the
right,
jet
right.
was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I feel like because he ran from
he just went and
there straight
spawned.
into heaven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he just went spawn. Like what the fuck? So yeah, I would assume as well it's over there, but I guess he didn't. I don't know. It's so very unlucky. He just probably went through there or whatever it is. But yeah, because he was wide here and he just killed
Yeah.
you. So to me, that's only like here. Right here or
Yeah.
here or B main, but I don't even think he gets there.
I don't
That
think he could get
yeah,
there that
from B main.
fast.
It's
Yeah.
probably like here or like here, but whatever. We're overanalyzing a little bit, but yeah, just I would like you to instantly kill him, jump down, add some pressure, tell Breach, come, they're on site, they planted, whatever info you can gather, stuff like that. Because when you're here and not dead
Here.
as well, he knows that doesn't need to clear this, right? So
Yeah.
you guys can just start looking towards, you know, looking towards this part of the site, stuff like that. I'm losing the word I'm trying to use for, but okay, that's it. Okay, round 26. They try going B from A. Try going B from A and die off. So this round was just scuffed. There wasn't very much to write. You guys started B and then started going A and everyone just started dying. Not really much here. It's a little unfortunate, but yeah, that's all your notes. And so I'll go in the range and briefly talk to you. What is your training routine right now?
Um, I I usually aim labs.
Yep.
Like not so I do it. It depends where I'm like what I'm doing that day. But sometimes I do it just to practice and not like as a warm up or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I just do it. I had I've used like multiple methods. Like I've got like different like kind of like playlists. Like I got the Demon
My
one.
ultimate's
The
ready.
2024 one, right? I use that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that
that
one too.
one. There's the Ethos one.
Yep.
There's the Voltaic
Yep.
ones.
Yep. Okay.
And then usually if I've already done my aim labs but I haven't played, I
Yep.
usually just hop in the range to warm up and then usually
Yep.
play DMs and TDMs.
Okay. So coming off the note, do you know what Kovacs is? Have you heard of it? I'm sure you have.
I do know. I use Kovacs for Fortnite.
Okay. So you have Kovacs. Is what I'm getting.
I don't think so. It was
Okay.
on my old Steam account on my old
Okay.
computer.
I
I
would,
don't think I have the
if you
account
can
anymore.
afford it, I would recommend you getting. It's $10. Okay, it's not so much.
Mhm.
Get it. I will send you a playlist for Kovacs. If you don't really adamant, like I don't want to use Kovacs, which I don't think you are, but then okay, whatever, forget about it. I'll send you some aim lab stuff. I would definitely recommend the Demon one. That's what I use as well when I'm doing aim labs, or I have my own stuff I developed before I got the Demon one. So it's not in a
Mhm.
playlist, so I'll send you the pictures. They're just the normal like the scenarios. You can
Okay.
obviously adjust them too, but there's a lot, so that's why I used them like that. It didn't really matter if the dots were small. I would do the speed version, the precision version, and also the ultimate version, so that way it touches on precision and speed, and also the overall general one as well. So I'll send you those. Um, but for me, when I think about your aim, I don't feel like I have to really show you too much. I will show you some stuff. I'll show you 2 to 3 exercises that I want you to add to your range. Also, uh, you spend a lot of time, from what I remember, in the game. So you gotta add this now, okay? And also, you didn't talk about sequence in terms of which way you're doing it, but you have to do your aim trainers first, range, and then DM to warm up, not like
Yeah, that's
fully.
how I do it.
Good,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then to play, and then you gotta also cool off as well. Okay, so what I would suggest, okay, you should do this because you have a lot of time. Not a lot of people have time, so I can't implement this in a lot of people's game. But for you, uh, I'll send you the aim lab stuff if you want to stick to aim labs. If you want, I
Okay.
highly, like 100%
I
recommend getting Kovacs. Get it
if
if
you
you
could
can.
send me the Kovac stuff,
I will.
I can. I just paid for all my college courses, so
Good.
I'm lucky broke right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I know. So that's why I'm saying when you get the chance, I'll send it to you too as well, so that you can use it. But that one's really good. It's Peter G. Kovac's playlist. That's
Mhm.
really if you go watch my montages highlights, that's really how I got all that type of aim. It was that one playlist, and I did it for like 2 weeks straight. And I was like, holy fuck! Like it changed my aim. I'm not even joking. That's crazy. And I send all my students now the playlist for Kovacs. That's the only one I should give them in callbacks. And you don't know how many messages I get. They're like, "Holy shit, this is a god play. This aim is turning into god mode. It's really refining it, stuff like that." I get a lot of compliments on that playlist. Okay, so it really works. I've only got one guy where like, "Oh, it's useless because it's not an aim trainer stuff." I'm like, "Bro, like, we're trying to practice for Valorant, not aim trainers, bro."
Yeah.
Okay, because he's like a heavy aim trainer. It's like, "This sucks for me." I'm like,
Uh,
"Bro,
mm,
okay, it's not for you. It's for the average person that's trying to get good at Valorant. It's not really for aim trainers. Okay, it's really for Valorant specific." Okay, so that's that, and then after that, I need you to play minimum. Okay, started off at 5 TDMs, 5 DMs a day. I know it might sound like a lot. It's not that much.
uh-huh.
Okay, I had the guy before you, Corey. He's doing 10 DMs, 10 TDMs a day. Okay,
Mhm.
without even me telling him, he already knew that's a part of what it takes to becoming radiant, and I do too. So
Mhm.
that's what I do. I shy these days. Back then, I was not a TDM fan. 2 years ago, in my peak, I was more of a DM guy. But at that time,
Mhm.
DMs were different. People played it normally, like run it down at each other, not sound whoring, sitting in corners. Now it's just unbearable. That's why I shied away from it. Now I still do them, but it's just annoying to me. I really have a hard
Yeah.
time playing them. It's not fun. But TDMs, I'll tell you briefly what the differences are. TDMs really train your raw aim more and your
Yeah.
5v5 situation because it's 5v5. Okay, DMs, yes, there's crosshair placement and also movement stuff, but the problem is everyone's sitting in a corner sound whoring that it's hard to practice that anyways. Yes, it's good for the map knowledge and clearing corners, stuff like that. It's really good. I would still use them. I still do. I wouldn't say stop doing them, but that's why they're not as strong to me. TDM is more raw aim trainer where there's no map that we play on comp. It's just random maps. So it's more about deleting them as fast as possible, right? And then there's
Mhm.
scenarios where you're fighting multiple people. You're gonna be fighting and killing multiple people. Where it trains like in a real hectic round where shit's going out the water, like going crazy, and you just kind of like um, kill multiple people. So it'll train you in those type of scenarios stuff. Also, it adds
Mhm.
utility, so you can start practicing with utility stuff like that. Obviously, movement is still involved. Um, but yeah, that's I would highly recommend minimum. Okay, and then you get good at it. It's easy. You start doing 10 each per day minimum. You know what I do off stream
Do you
once? Yeah, go ahead.
do you do like them like simultaneously? Like how would
Uh,
I go
so
about doing
so
all
what
of
I
them?
do is whether you start with your DMs or TDMs. Sometimes I'll mix it up. I'll
Mhm.
do 3 TDMs and then I'll do 1 to 2 DMs and then I'll go back to TDMs, back to DMs, and then I'll finish it like that. But usually what I do is I do 10 DMs straight, 10 TDMs straight, or vice versa. Or
Mhm.
some nights I just feel like doing TDM. I don't feel like playing against a bunch of sound whoring guys that just sitting in
Yeah.
corners. So I'm just okay. I'm just gonna because usually my sessions is late. I usually finish at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So I usually just
Mhm.
do 5 to 10 TDMs straight, um, and then I
And
will.
then do you just queue right after that,
No,
or like what would I
right
do?
now I'm not playing a lot. I'm just maintaining my aim because
Yeah.
so I told all my students know I was a little bit like griefing and toxicking last year when I wasn't playing seriously. I just came back to play for shit, so I was griefing. I got
Yeah.
my main account banned for a year, so it gets banned next month, unbanned next month. It was April 14th, 2024, so it gets banned. So I'm waiting for that account. I really don't have any
Oh,
urge
okay.
to play right now because it's so
Well, like for me,
right, right, right.
should I
So
just like play 10 TDMs or just go straight into
no,
comp?
no, 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 no. So I would recommend you do that to cool off. So this is how you do it: aim trainer, right? Range,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
then
Yeah.
only do enough DMs or TDMs to feel warm. Do one
Okay.
DM and then 2 TDMs, or 2 DMs, 1 TDM. You know what I mean? Like keep it in the
Yeah,
one
yeah, I got
one
you.
to three range. I think if you do five before a game is too much because when I say do TDMs and DMs, I want 100% effort. I expect you to be in
Yeah,
top
yeah.
fragging every single game, even though it's not ranked. That way we can really really work on our aim. I don't want you running around AFKing. That's not playing TDM. I need you to go run it
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
kill 35, 40 people every time you're playing it. That's what I mean when 100% effort. Okay, so that's how I do it. Aim trainer, range, and then you do your 1 to 3. Switch it up. One DM
Okay.
or all 3 TDM or all 3 DM or 1 DM, 2 TDM. You know, 1 TDM,
Okay.
whatever it is. Okay, switch it up.
Yeah.
Max 3. Don't. That's probably even too much. Keep it to 1 to 2. Okay, just to go warm up a little bit, and then play, and then leave some room. Obviously, don't just fucking get off for the night when you're sleeping. But
Yeah, yeah.
if or you had a really bad day of games, just immediately get off. There's no more, those unlucky days. No matter what you do,
Yeah,
you're
I
just
understand.
losing. Okay, get off. Okay, and then go into the range again, re-warm up, work on some stuff you feel like is slacking on that day, and then I would cool off. Just what I do is once I'm done finishing or when I'm done my sessions currently, I'll just do
Mhm.
fucking like, bro, I'll do like 10, 5 TDMs, right? Straight. And then
Yeah.
I will also add in aim trainers as well. That's what I used to do as well. My peak 2 years ago, I would aim train in the morning. First thing, range, one DM. I would only do one. I would do one DM, play all day, and then I would cool off. I would DM, work on my aim a little bit in the range, and then also I would do a second session of aim trainer. So I used both. I used aim labs
Oh,
and
okay.
Kovacs. So whether that one day used aim labs this day first, I'll cool off with Kovacs. Or if I start with Kovacs, I'll go into the aim or even both at the end. I'll kind of go hop on both. I'll go in aim labs and work on my micro shot and spider shot, and then I would go into Kovacs and do the playlist work on the eclipse flick, whatever, the mouse control reload, whatever it was. So I kind of mix and match at the end. You can choose. It doesn't. There's no set rule, but yeah. But if you're gonna use Kovacs, that should be the first thing in the morning, and then you
Okay.
at the end cool off with your TDMs and DMs, and then work on your aim labs or Kovacs, whatever you want. But don't
Okay.
go too hard, right? Where you're like,
Yeah,
your
yeah. Get
arm is
burnt out.
or like really actually hurting, like aching.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's I always say, do it until your arm falls off, but still, there's some diminishing return if you aim trainer for 4 hours a day. It's not gonna really get that much better. So I would advise against that, but to do the whole playlist. But what I would do is that you do your DMs at the end, and then you just pick and choose some things you want to work on, like micro shot, like your micro flicks, your micro adjustments,
Mhm.
and then just kind of do that for 5-10 minutes each, and then go to sleep, and then you wake up, rinse and repeat. Um, and you'll see huge, huge, huge progress. You do that for 2 weeks straight, bro. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck, bro? Parks, man, you told me, bro. Trust me, all my students are like that right now. They're the ones that I've taught 2 weeks ago, and the ones are on the month. They're just excelling, bro. There's so many students that were plat, and I show them that, and they're just beating. Because we run 10 mans. You should come to those too.
Yeah, yeah.
Every Saturday. I expect all my
Okay.
students to kind of be there. And usually when I'm not there though, they don't really play too long. But when I'm there, it goes all night for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it's because I'm
Yeah, I'll hop
streaming.
on for those.
But yes, it'll be Saturdays usually, and then you don't know how many students are gold plat, and they just shitting on these immortal ascendant players, and they get first picked as plats and golds now because they've got really good mechanics through that stuff and stuff like that. But yep, that's that. I will send you these notes. I will send you your general
Perfect.
notes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, fuck, sorry. I'm yapping. I kind of wanted to show you this quickly. Okay, so I'll show
Oh,
you two
yeah.
to three exercises in the range before you leave that I think are important to me. These are things I used to do to gain a different type of aim, a different level of aim that you won't see this information a lot on YouTube because I developed it myself. I'm not gonna claim it, but this is just something I obsessed over. So in my peak 2 years ago, I
Mhm.
obsessed over the fact that I wanted magnetic aim. This is what I call it. I didn't, even to this day, I don't think that's what called. It probably leans more into calm aim, but at that time there was no calm aim word. So it,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just like, I want magnetic aim. I should tell myself this. There's probably some clips on shorts where I put magnetic aim because that's what I used to call it. But I wanted aims. I obsessed, bro. You don't even know how much I obsessed over this. I literally obsessed over it. Before I sleep, I'm closing my eyes and picturing myself doing this shit like all day, every day. Okay, I wanted aim where I look, my hand follows. If I look at his head, he's dead, deleted. That's the type of aim I wanted,
Yeah.
where
That's what I want,
there
man.
is no downtime of me looking for his head. I just wanted boom, he's dead, boom, he's dead, boom. Okay, so this is what I
Yeah.
used to do and kind of trained my brain and my eyes to do. Okay, it's a mind body connection thing. So what we're gonna do is go on the easy bots. Yes, I know it's easy, it's slow, but we gotta master it before we can go to the hard bots. Okay, so
Mhm.
what we're gonna do, most people when these come out, right, they look at the body with the peripheral vision. Okay, when they're looking straight, oh, body's here, and I look at it and I go. What I try to train was I used my eyes to look at the head, not the body outline, but the head. The one eye that this bot has, I would pinpoint with my eyes, okay, and then my hand would follow it. Okay, if I look at this bot, it will just go like that. Go like that. It'll go there. Okay, so that's kind of what you need to do with this exercise. Is it's gonna come out. You look. Oh, you look. Okay, and then you delete. There's gonna be a little bit of a delay. Look. I haven't warmed up today or anything, but. Okay.
No, you're good.
So
Yeah.
it pops up. Instant deletion. Pops up. I'm looking at the head. I'm not looking at the body. Looking at the head only. Pinpointing. Okay. And then your hand will follow. It's a hand-eye coordination skill, right? Your eyes look, your hand will follow. Just like basketball. They don't teach you to shoot at the front of the rim. They teach you to look at the back rim, right? Billiards is the same thing. You don't look at the ball. You look at what the pocket it needs to go, and it will go there by your brain calculating the angle through the body or experience, whatever it is. Okay, so keep that in mind. So look at the eye. Okay, eye dead. Eye dead. I'm not using my crosshair to look for the head. I'm looking first. Eye, hand follows. Eye, hand follows. Eye, hand follows. Look, hand follows. And always come back. Reset. Hey, if you whiff, you gotta try to kill it. Okay, and then so my general rule is 4 strikes and you're out. So if you get under 27, 27 is good. If you get under 27, it's not completed. That does not count as one time done. Okay, you need to get 27 or above, and that means complete. Okay, so we're gonna do this twice. So if you get 26 the first time, it's not done. You get a 27 the second time or above the second time, complete one time, and then you do it again. You get 27. Okay, move on. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 times. Okay, on easy, and then we're gonna do 2 times on medium. Same rule. 4 strikes and you're out. So minimum is 27. It's gonna get faster now. Okay. Look. Deletion. Look. Deletion. Look. Deletion. Look. Deletion. Look at the head. Look at the head. Okay, you're gonna obviously whiff. I'm whiffing right now. I haven't warmed up. Just kind of running through it. Okay, obviously we're gonna kill these. But there's gonna be a slight delay, obviously, right, with the movement. 'Cause
Yeah.
we gotta look first. So we're not using the crosshair. Like, most people shoot with their crosshair. You gotta use your eyes, develop the skill, and trust me, bro, it's gonna change your life. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? How did I kill
Yeah,
this
I've never
guy?
aimed like this before.
And
I
add it
always
too.
go crosshair.
And don't only use it on this exercise. You gotta use it on everything. So when you DM and TDM, right? Don't look
Yeah,
at the
this gotta
body.
be the new norm.
You gotta look at his eyes, the head, bro. You don't know how hacks this is. You're gonna be in the TDM DM. You see the guy swinging. You look at his head. He's gonna instantly die. Your mind is just gonna follow. It's a connection. Okay, so your body's gonna follow. Sorry. So just remember that it's not just for this exercise. It's gotta be in your TDMs, DMs, and in game. You gotta use it in game as well. So it's you're adopting a new way of looking. Okay, instead of just relying on placement, crosshair placement, waiting for the angle. Okay, you're gonna be able to just be here. This guy, you just look at his head and just instantly dead, stuff like that. Okay, but 2 easy, 2 medium, 4 strikes, you're out. Okay, and then the next thing I'll show you quickly is, I learned this from VCT pros. When I watch them warm up, this is what they're doing. They come here, have the ball sideways. Obviously, you gotta go to the other side as well, and they add a little rhythm to it. And the movement.
Oh yeah, I do this too. Yeah.
Then I don't need to explain it, okay? But that's those things I want you to kind of add to your stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that will improve your aim even more. Because most people do not do this stuff. And when I first did it, trust me, bro. Cause I was so obsessive for it. I'm like, how can I have this thing? And I tried it where cause I realized I was like, yo, wait, I'm just only looking at the body outline to appear, then shoot, and then have my crosshair placement ready for the head. But what if I look at the head and I just delete him? Doesn't matter how he's moving, right? Because my body will follow my eyes. So when I started first, bro, you don't know the shit, bro. Go watch that montage, Headshot Give Me Dopamine episode 1, bro. Some of those shots, bro, I'm just like, even to this day, I'm like, what the fuck, crazy shots, right? But all I did was look at the head. I pinpointed his head, okay, because that's important. That's the best way to kill somebody, okay? But work on this every day. Then you get to hard. Right now, I just do hard because I can do it on hard. I usually get around 20 doing that on hard, okay? But when I'm fully warmed up and stuff like that. I'm not at all right now, but you get my point. But add it, you'll see big improvements. Hopefully, you get Kovacs as soon as possible. I'll send you that
Okay.
as well, and the photos, so you know what I use to really get good in aim labs. There's a period I didn't use Kovacs and I strictly use aim labs. So when I send you that photo, all of those need to be 3 times. Okay, spider
Okay.
shot precision 3 times, spider shot ultimate 3 times. Okay, all of it's a list. It's gonna be about 40 minutes to an hour. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think that will really help your game. So overall, good session. Do you have any questions, concerns, stuff like that?
I don't think so. I
Good,
understand
good,
everything pretty
good, good.
much.
So if you wanted to book again as well, the second session is different than this one. I don't
Okay.
watch you play silently AFK. Um, there are a lot of VODs I have that were the second session and onwards. um, how it goes really is that we'll talk in game now. Okay, so and I'll
Okay.
watch you play 2 to 3 games. You'll play 2 to 3 games with me, and I'll be there with you. I'll sometimes I write notes, sometimes I don't. Why? Is because the VOD is there, and we correct it in between rounds anyway. What's the point of me
Yeah.
writing
Yeah.
it down sometimes? If we're already gonna fix it while we're talking. So that's what will happen. You'll ask me, hey, what do you think about this in that round? Yeah, I think it's fine. I'll be like, what did you do wrong? I always question my students, what could you have done better? What did you do
Mhm.
wrong? If they cannot answer it, I have to tell them. But usually, I'm trying to force them to identify what they're doing wrong in between rounds, stuff like that. I will call things for you when you're lacking. You're not making plans. You're just AFK running it down. But make a plan. Do something. Show me something. Stuff like that. I'll also
Mhm.
call when I'm like, you gotta leave right now, bro, and you're struggling. You don't. Gotta leave. Call a rotation. Call a fake. Go right now. Go in right now. Stuff like that. I try my best not to do it all the time. Also, I will feed some information for you, stuff like that, so you can understand how I'm gathering it at a higher level, stuff like that. But that's how it'll go. And also, if you do want to book, you gotta let me know ASAP, okay? Because I'm starting to get booked 2 weeks in advance. So at the end of the week, bro, I'm gonna be fully booked usually. So if you want to book, let me know in the beginning of the week. Usually there's room for the end of the week or
All right.
the following week. But overall, really good session. I know you're gonna play. Good luck on your journey, stuff like that. My DMs are always open to all my students. I expect you to kind of come to the 10 mans, show us what you got. There's super sweaty. It's not ranked, okay? There's
Yeah,
a
man.
lot of gold
Sure.
and plats and diamonds that play at a high level in these 10 mans, stuff like that, because everyone's tryharding. So that's that. Saturdays usually. And
Okay.
yeah, that's it. You take care. I'll send you these notes right
All right.
now.
You too, man.
Yeah, and
Thank you, man.
good luck.
Hey, thank you
Good
for
luck on
your
the
time.
games. No problem, bro.
Have a good
Later.
night.
You too, man.
Later.
Later.